You are now tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, Don on the beat.
Hey, I got so many ups.
Everywhere I go, I
got so many ups.
so many ups.
I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ups.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the show tonight. Soonie is just stepped away for a second. She's going to be right back. She's here in the room with us, but she's off camera. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Every time we're away just for one day, it feels like it is forever and a day. But we have a lot of stuff to catch up on, a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. You know how we do it. We always have a wide range of topics for y'all. We have political stuff. We have funny stuff. We have sports related stuff. We have crazy stuff. We have life stuff, all kinds of stuff for you guys. So we'll have a little bit of everything for everybody. Welcome to everybody who's in the chat right now. If you are just joining the show, please make sure to like, subscribe, share wherever you're watching from, whether it's from Let's Talk Darling, Soonie Hot Mic, Soonie's Facebook, somewhere in the middle. Also remember, if you would like to super chat, you must do so from the Let's Talk Darling YouTube page, because all the other pages we have are not monetized. That is the only one. So you have to go over there. What's up, Big Booty Judy? What's up, Donald? What's up, Apex? What is up, Wendy and Mad Cow? So far, I see Big Booty Judy. I will play your intro in just a second. So yes, guys, please make sure you are like, subscribed, and shared. Subscribe is most important on the Somewhere in the Middle page, because we are trying to get that number of subscribers up so we can have our channel monetized, and that would help us a great deal. So if you guys can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, even if you think you've hit it before, hit it again, okay? Because YouTube be unsubscribing, folks. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Soonie's feeling much better. I see her right there. She's coming on in just a second. Soonie's feeling much, much better. I also was just kind of feeling like really run down. I have been dealing with like family stuff. Y'all know how it goes. And that just like wore me out. So I just had to like step away and just like use the time that Soonie was sick to just recoup myself. But everything is great. We're getting ready for Christmas to come soon. If you celebrate Christmas, if you're not, I think we're in the middle of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah if you're Jewish. You know, we love that too. What's up, Aaron? Let me hit the Big Booty Judy. What's up, Soonie? I'm gonna hit the Big Booty Judy intro real quick.
Big Booty Judy.
All right, here we go.
Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. What? Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. Big Booty, Big Judy, Big Booty Judy. Stop! I wanna see you move it. Yeah. Big Booty Judy, Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. That's Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. That's Big Booty Judy. Big Booty Judy. That's Big Booty Judy.
Her back is like stiff.
She's like,
she said.
Hey, that's awesome. Aaron said she got 4 notifications. That's what we like to see.
Beautiful. Now we just got to get the other 2 pages going. But you know what? Honestly, I did get an email from YouTube saying that I lost access to a lot of my professional tools. I'm like, how? I didn't do anything. And they were limiting my ability to actually my reach. I have to show you that email.
That's great.
Like, okay.
On which one? On Hot Mics? On
Hot Mic, and the one that just got eligible for
monetization.
Yep.
Dang, they bring you up and then they're like, no, never mind. We're gonna pull you right back. Oh man,
you thought that's what they be saying. You thought,
man, it ain't happening. Anyways, well, go ahead and say hello to your people since they haven't seen you in a long time. I did a whole long intro, so now it's your.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
dude. Do you guys want to hear about the adventure my body went through for the past week? I don't know what Satan, Lucifer himself, decided to spread across the earth, because everybody's sick. I don't know if you noticed that. Everybody's sick right now. But I've sounded like a man with a raspy voice and a smoker's cough for the last week, and I'm just done. I'm done. I had a fever that was sky high. Swear to God, I was hallucinating at some points in the night. It was just miserable. I had the
Mm.
worst headache ever with the cough and a fever. That is literally all I had. And then for like the last 3 days, just extremely nauseous. I felt like I had a stomach flu by then. It's
Mm.
been the weirdest combination of sickness I've experienced in a long time.
Yeah. And you had everybody in your house kind of sick too.
Well, my daughter got me sick, so
Mhm.
let's just blame her. Whatever them chaps at her school brought, she brought it home and
Mhm.
it spread. But guess who didn't get sick?
Your husband.
No sickness for him.
You know what? That's better for you because they're the worst when they're sick.
Yeah, man, when you're sick, you guys are full-blown crybabies.
Yeah,
Full-blown
exactly.
crybabies.
YouTube can't put Soonie in the corner.
Sure enough
Don't put
did.
baby in the corner.
They put me in the corner after January 6th. They said, "Oh, you done. You're
Yeah.
done."
Yeah.
There's been no more existence of me on YouTube since then.
What's your husband like when he's sick? Like what is the telltale sign that your husband is sick?
He's just very vocal.
Mhm.
Like
Like whiny, like that
probably
type of
watch me.
vocal?
Okay. This is my view of you, okay? I'm not
Yeah.
saying this is how he is. This is just what I take in. All right, just imagine you're in a room and everybody's just chilling, right? Oh man. Oh man. Like I'm getting sick. I feel like he like
Kyle,
really just bolsters it to the
Kyle,
max.
if you're listening, I'm gonna translate what Soodie's saying, okay? Because Soodie trying to tiptoe around. What she's saying is, you a little extra when you're sick. You do the most.
To me, he does like the
Yeah,
coughs and the sniffing
right.
in and like the congestion. I know you're congested, but why are you talking like this? That
Yeah,
I'll be like, bro, you good? Sometimes I want to be like, you good?
yeah,
But when you say that, that comes off as if like, bro, what's wrong with you? You good?
right.
I'm just like, do you wanna do you have a headache? Do you want an Excedrin?
Oh no.
I'll take care of him.
Oh
But
no, no,
in my
no.
head, I'll be like, bro, you're doing a lot right now.
You're doing the most. And this is what they do when you try to offer them medicine. Because why wouldn't you want to take medicine? Because that makes you feel better. So, like, a logical
And they
person would be
refuse
like,
it.
medicine makes me feel better, and I refuse medicine. But then they're just like you said, like extra with the cough. Dave, he limps. It doesn't matter what's going on. Like, he could have allergies. All of a sudden, his legs don't work. He's limping around. He's like,
That's funny.
he's got this look on his face like that just looks like it's the end of the world. And then I'm just like, you want some medicine? Oh, no, no, no. I'm gonna tough it out. And I'm like, but really, you're making my life miserable. So can you just take the medicine for my sake? And girl, dude, like I think last time Dave was like super sick, I actually dissolved like a couple of like sleepy time medicines like in his tea because he refused to take medicine. And so like I put like some like the gel, I like
You
put
spiked
it.
his drink.
Yeah, I spiked it so that he would fall asleep.
Did he fall asleep?
Yeah, because I couldn't take it anymore.
She over there
Fucking
fucking her
it.
husband up. You don't even know.
Yeah, I was like, oh
You better be
Lord.
inspecting your drinks from now on when you sick, Dave. Be looking for the powder at the bottom, see if somebody just recently stirred it. I love being sick. There's a guy in the chat. They're saying this is so accurate. It is. I don't know what it is about men when they're sick. It's only
Yeah,
when they're sick. Like they can take on the world. As far as I'm
yeah,
concerned, Kyle's Superman, not only to me,
yeah.
but our kids, right? But when he's sick, I just be like, dang, man, I love you and I'm gonna take
Biggest
care of you, but
baby.
you're doing way too much right now.
I know.
Mm-mm.
I know. I always have to like
Ooh.
remind Dave, like, I'm like, I pushed a whole ass human out of my body and pretty sure I had dinner on the table that night. Just saying.
Oh man. They're gonna start calling you Cardi B. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Does
Drugging your
she
husband. Oh my gosh.
yeah, not over listen, not overdosing. I was just giving him the dosage he needed that he didn't want to take. You know what I mean?
Listen, don't do
Oh gosh, here we go.
that. Look at your drink. Make sure.
Hurting your feelings, man. He changes his name every time. Breaking news: Trump indicted for not signing what? For not signing Shoabo Otani to a Republican baseball team. Otani signed to the LA Dodgers $700 million for 10 years.
I just saw that. I scroll past so much, y'all, because I'm like, I really don't care how much this spoiled athlete is gonna make over the years he's playing. $700 million.
That's a lot.
Just swing a bat.
And you're not even going to look good in your pants. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because,
here
like,
we
as far as I'm concerned, baseball players, like, why do you guys allow your put on a smaller size? Because if I'm going to have to suffer through the sport of
I
baseball,
cannot believe
the
you.
least you can do is have tighter pants on. So I got something to look at. Why do you think I stay watching football games, even though
The
I
least
don't
you
really
could do,
care?
huh?
The least you could do.
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
Guys, as you're coming in, please make sure you drop your location. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up so this video can get out there. If you're watching on YouTube, not YouTube, but if you're watching on Facebook, please hit the share button because that is honestly how it works on Facebook. If you share it, your friend shares it, and then 10 more people share it, a bunch of people show up.
Hmm.
So please share the live. And
Yes.
listen,
Here we go.
don't listen. See, look, you want to this is my new stress ball. See these coins?
Oh,
If I feel stressed or like anxious, I get the coins and I flip them. And I felt a cockroach walk in the room because you know that's what Cowboys fans are. They don't listen. They don't
Oh.
die. They multiply. Okay? They're like roaches. That you turn on the light and they scatter. And the light being you had a winning season so far. I understand. But if you don't have a Super Bowl ring, I don't want to hear about no Cowboys. You need to get
Dude.
past the NFC playoffs. Get past that for me. Not the NFC, I'm sorry. The AFC, please. Because I just can't. I can't. The stench of Cowboy fans just you can't escape them. I'm on my own show and here they come. Why can't I escape them? Are you a Cowboys fan? Let me know. I need to know.
They come creeping in here, man. Man,
It's the
you know,
NFC? It's the NFC.
what's the NFC? National Football
Oh,
Convention Conference.
Jesus. Lord help her. She said national.
Conference, right? It's a conference.
Somebody educate Mo. I can't keep
Dude.
doing it.
So, you know, who were they playing? The Eagles were staying at Gab's hotel. Gabby texts me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, mom, I just ran into Jalen Hurts." Girlfriend almost lost her mind when she ran into Jalen Hurts and like she sent me like the emoji with like the cry face and she was like, "He's so fun in person." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. Like, I know he's fine, girl. He is super cute. Super cute."
That is your daughter. That is your daughter. Uh-oh, is Gabby off screen?
Hold on one second.
Come on, man. The stench of Cowboys fans. You can't help yourself.
Yeah. You can't help yourself, Liddell. You got to come in our show talking about the Cowboys. Talk about how y'all the boys, you them boys, we them
Come over to
boys,
somewhere in the
whatever it
middle,
is.
Joe. Come over to somewhere in the middle. If you want to see where everyone else is, that's usually where everyone else is tuning
Oh,
in at.
yeah.
We just put our other YouTubes up so people can come over and gravitate to one streaming source. I'm sorry. Watch
Yeah.
my mouth. I'm done talking about your Cowboys until you make it to a Super Bowl and you win the NFC playoffs. I don't want to hear it. A winning season means nothing if you don't have the ring to go with it. You did all that winning just to lose. That's the biggest L you could take in the NFL, man. God damn. How do you win that many games just to lose the Super Bowl and actually not even go to the Super Bowl? Which I don't think the Cowboys will be in the Super Bowl. And if they do go, I'm definitely counting on their loss.
Like, how close are we to seeing who goes to the Super Bowl?
Well, about 2 months.
Okay, because it's in February. Yeah.
Super Bowl's in February, so pretty much like 2 months, a month and a half.
And it's going to be in Las Vegas.
The Super Bowl is in Las Vegas this year? I didn't know that.
I think it is. I think it is. Yeah. Okay. Well, enough about the Cowboys. We good. We good there.
Yeah, I can't take it no more.
We are going to have a sports topic, though. We're going to be talking about Coach Tim Newman from
Surviving VUL. Crazy hashtag that you guys should check out.
Surviving
We're talk
VUL.
Surviving VUL.
Okay. We're going to be talking about that. Some of the other things we're going to be talking about is there was against a woman. Initially, they ruled in her favor. Sorry that I'm frozen. I think we're both frozen. Hold up. Let me just wait and see. Oh, no. Yeah, we're both frozen, but I can hear you. Anyways, Texas Supreme Court ruled against a woman who sued to have an emergency abortion. Initially, they ruled in her favor to be able to get the abortion, and then they reversed that. And we're going to talk about that story because she's now headed to another state to try to get her abortion. Then we're going to talk about the new movie, Leave the World Behind. Soonie and I both saw it. It's been going viral on TikTok and everywhere else. People are either loving it or hating it or super confused by it. If you haven't seen the movie, we're going to tell you about it here. We're going to be talking about, because this is something that spilled over from the week that we couldn't do the show because Soonie was sick. But we're going to talk about the lady Lanisha Henderson, who tried to burn down Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s childhood home. We are going to be discussing that case because that had a very interesting turn to it. It's had a couple of turns to it. If you didn't watch the Alex Jones on the Tucker Carlson show on X, we're going to be talking about that a little bit. There was also a big town hall with a lot of people that everybody was freaking out on. Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, the Tate brothers were in there. Vivek came in there for a little bit. It was just a bunch of people were in there. We're going to talk about it because everybody wants to talk about it. And then because we didn't get to live stream this or discuss it, we're going to do a recap on the GOP debates that just happened in South Carolina. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about the University of Harvard president who is accused of antisemitism. As of earlier today, she was looking to get released from her position there. But as of right now, her job is safe. But we shall see. You're muted. Why is it not letting you unmute? Oh, there you go.
Hello? Am I there?
Yeah, there you go.
That was weird. My screen was frozen.
Yeah.
You thought it was me?
Talk about how gift card scammers are stealing your money. I don't know nothing about that.
I never got scammed by a gift card scammer. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I mean, I know that that's a thing, but I didn't know
How do
it
you
was like
scam off gift cards? Like how, Sway?
I don't know, but if we have some time, we'll look that up and talk about it.
Okay.
We'll look that up and talk about it. Yeah. So what do we talk about first?
Honestly, I think we should do something entertaining first. I really think we should do Leave the World Behind. To me, that is a topic that seems to have everybody reeling. I sent you a video on Instagram. Hold on 1 second. I will be right back. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, I'm gonna read a little bit about Leave the World Behind so you guys can understand what it is we're talking about. So, this is a movie that is on Netflix right now. You may have seen it across your TikTok pages. It is starring Julia Roberts and who's the other guy? Hold on one second. You know what? Let me read up about it. I don't know why I keep freezing. That's so weird. I'm going to read up about it, but it's starring Julia Roberts and another very well-known actor, which we're going to show you a preview of it as well. But let me just read to you a little bit about this movie. So, this is a thrilling piece of work that strikes the right balance of apocalyptic tension and realism. And part of the reason why it was able to accomplish this may be something that some of you guys don't know that have seen this movie, is that Barack and Michelle Obama were contributing producers on this film. Now, if you don't know, Barack and Michelle Obama are also majority stakeholders in Netflix. Okay, so that doesn't surprise me too much. But if you see this movie, it's really going to pique your interest that they were contributors to this movie. So the psychological thriller is based on Ruman Alam's 2020 novel of the same name, which achieved critical acclaim. I'm in the process of reading that novel right now because I was so intrigued by the movie. It follows the story of two families whose lives become intertwined after a blackout becomes a major crisis. The film adaptation of Leave the World Behind boasts an incredible and star-studded cast who strongly contributes to the way the twists and the turns of the book expertly come to life on the screen. In addition to the cast, part of what leads to Leave the World Behind's positive review is how the characters interact with the complex scene put in front of them. The film also chose to take some creative liberties when transitioning from page to screen, including altering the ending, which ended up working to its advantage. The apocalyptic nature of the movie was able to serve as the background to the film to explore things like race relation and class tension. The Obama family was able to help bring this to life thanks to their large contributions financially to the project. Both the former president and first lady, Barack and Michelle Obama, played major roles in the film. In 2022, the production company founded by the pair, so their production company, founded by Michelle and Barack Obama, signed on to produce the thrilling project. Barack was especially invested in the film, providing valuable and detailed notes on the script. Again, once you see the movie, the notes that he could have provided on the script are going to intrigue you. Leave the World Behind's director, Sam Ishmael, revealed that he would ask the former president for advice when penning the original drafts, as it helped him root the story in reality. So that is an important part of it. It was very important that this story and the storyline was rooted and in reality and as realistic as possible. Although the piece of work is fiction, Ishmael's goal was to keep it as lifelike as possible, and Barack Obama helped him to achieve that. He provided notes on the characters and the empathy the film should possess when portraying them, as well as when certain plot points were too bare or unlikely. The Ishmael explained that the former president is a huge movie lover and fan of the book. Okay, so basically, to give you guys an idea before I show you a clip of this movie, is that this family, Julia Roberts and her husband, Ethan Hawke, who's played by Ethan Hawke, decide to take their family out of town. They live in New York. They decide to take their family to, it looks like they're in the Hamptons. Okay. They take their family, they rent a house in the Hamptons, and lo and behold, their first night in, they get a visit from the owner of the Airbnb that they are staying in. Now, to preface this, Julia Roberts from the very beginning of this movie is painted as somebody, in fact, she says this outright, that doesn't really particularly enjoy people. Okay, she loves her family, but she's going to this island to get away from people. Okay, to disconnect from the world, hence the title Leave the World Behind. Sorry guys, I'm getting the preview here. So the owner of the Airbnb comes to pay them a visit, and she's very skeptical. Okay. The owner is an African-American man, And it's kind of assumed at the beginning of that interaction that she's skeptical, maybe because this is a very big house in the Hamptons. And here she sees this black gentleman show up. That's what I think they're trying to imply in the movie. Here she sees this black gentleman show up and she's not quite sure. Are you the owner of this house? Are you not? Okay. He explains, hey, there's been a blackout in the city. I realized I had a house here, figured the power might be on. I know you're here, but I'd be willing to compensate you if you let us come in and stay here. Okay. So at first you start to think that this movie is going to be kind of like a very suspenseful, like something scary is going to happen. These people are shady, but it evolves into much, much more. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to play the trailer for the movie so that you guys can see. And I'm going to pray that my computer stops glitching because I'm experiencing some drag here. But hopefully it won't be too bad. I think sometimes if there is like a page open, you know what I bet? It's probably the New York Post. Hold on. Let me close a few things. Sometimes when I have the New York Post open, it drags my computer down. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Judy says she watched it and thought it was so. I just watched it 3 hours ago, Donald said. Okay. All right. So I think my computer's good now. I think it was the New York Post that was slowing it down. So let me share my screen, share my audio, and let's watch the preview to this movie.
I went online this morning and I rented us a beautiful house out by the beach. I figured if I made a reservation and packed our bags, it would eliminate most reasons to say.
Wow, this is nice.
The Wi-Fi isn't working. Get a pad.
I'm so sorry to bother you, but this is our house.
This is your house?
We were driving back to the city, then something happened.
You want to stay here, but we're staying here.
We need to get them out of here.
I need to think everything's gonna be okay.
Everything is going to be okay, isn't it?
We are seeing ongoing cyber attacks across the country.
Something is happening, and I don't trust them.
Everything I know, I have told you.
I don't believe you.
It's your business.
Get in the car right now!
Haven't you been picking up on what's going on out there?
Whatever it is, it's happening to all of us.
I just want to know, what is the truth?
All right. So that's the preview for the movie. Honestly, if I was Barack Obama and Michelle Obama who produced this movie, I would have worked on a better trailer. Because the trailer really doesn't tell you the interesting parts about this movie. Okay. So I'm going to, if you guys don't want to know, this is a spoiler alert right now, just jump on out. If you guys are like, I need to be fully intrigued to watch this movie because that trailer completely sucked. I totally agree with you. So I'm going to give a little bit more information. I'm going to give my thoughts and then I'll let Soonie go because we have not talked about this. But what you don't see in that movie is you do see the part about the cyber attack happening. So that's kind of how it all starts, is what looks to be just like a typical blackout is actually the beginning of a cyber attack. And they're noticing that ships are beaching themselves, planes are crashing, all the Wi-Fi's down. And at first, they're not really putting it all together, or at least Julia Roberts' family isn't putting it all together. But the owner of the home, the African American, the black guy that comes to the door, right? I can't remember what the actor's name is. He comes and he is working in some type of like tech investor field, something like that. And he starts to explain to her that he works for very elite people. In fact, he refers to them as the cabal. Now, for those of you guys that know about the cabal and all that other stuff, you know that there is rumored to be a cabal, which is a group of elite people, celebrities, whatever, politicians. And he actually says in the movie, it's a very prominent businessman. And she says, is it somebody in the entertainment industry? And he goes, no, but it's somebody you would know. He's a very prominent businessman and he is part of the cabal. And he starts to tell a story about how he invites him to this party and there's all this weird shit going on. And at that point, he realizes that there's a group of people in this world that have access to things that regular people don't. Okay. So this is where Barack Obama being a producer on this movie and being brought in to provide accuracy makes this all very interesting, because what Barack Obama is rumored to be a part of this cabal, in fact. So anyways, things like the animals, the deer start to come out of the forest. They just stand there and look at the family. They're coming in droves. Flamingos landing in the pool. Just a bunch of weird stuff. And then there's the little girl that you saw with the big eyes in the preview. That's the daughter. And that part is very interesting in the movie because she's obsessed with the show Friends. That is like the only thing she cares about. And when this power outage happens and there's no access to internet, there's no access to TV, she pretty much loses her mind because that's all she wants to do is watch the next episode of Friends. Now, when you first watch this movie, you're going to be like, the ending freaking sucks. What's the big deal with Friends? Like, who cares? And, oh, that's cool, Soonie. And I think on the surface level, people are going to be like, oh, this is like a conspiracy theory movie, and that's all it is. However, what Mo got out of this movie was, yes, there was a lot of hints about conspiracy theories, but what I got out of it was that there is a huge loss of what is important in life, and that is our connection with people, because what the ultimate kind of downfall of this family is that they're very skeptical of people. When they go to reach out to a gentleman for help who seems a little bit more prepared, he's like, I'm not obligated to help you. I don't even know you, but yeah, we're neighbors. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm obligated to help you, right? And you see this family start to reach out to each other along with the gentleman and his daughter that come into the home and start to, bond with each other because they're all each other has. Okay. You also have examples of things that we as human beings cling onto in everyday life, that when something like this happens of this magnitude, you realize that we have become accustomed to things like phone, like internet, like television, masturbation, gluttony. What else did they do in this movie? Money, right? Things like that. So there's examples of that. Sexuality, alcohol, drugs, smoking. Those things were all represented in the movie, and those were the things that these characters initially reached out to provide them some comfort. And in this little girl's case, hers was Friends, something very simple that we as the watcher were looking at and going, what's the big freaking deal with Friends? I believe what Friends represented was the very simple things in life, and how those simple things in life, when the shit hits the fan, okay, because that is the message in the movie, that ultimately the shit will hit the fan. We don't know what that is. We don't know when that will be, but eventually the shit will hit the fan. You have to leave the world behind. As Bryson also says, don't be of the world, right? You have to grab onto something that's greater than your phone, that's greater than drugs and alcohol and sex and this, that, and the other. In this girl's case, it was this show. All she wanted to do was watch this show. Some people's cases, it's the Bible. It's God. And all that to say, I thought it was interesting that Barack Obama and Michelle Obama were a part of this project because I said this. You're either going to see one or two things in this movie. You're going to see nothing but the pure evil in it, or you're going to see the message of how important the little things are and how important people are. That's what I got from this movie. What you got, Susu?
I thought the movie was pretty cliche. It was whack. We've all seen this before. We've all seen an end of the world scenario where there is no more tech and no more data and people lose it and then they have to find ways to come together. I just thought it was stupid. I really did. I watched it and I was like, I found myself trying to figure out each part, like the ship, the noise. And I'm like, what does any of this mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then the end, like you said, she got satisfaction from Friends. Like being with her family didn't make her feel whole.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Friends made her happy. I felt like I wasted 2 hours of my life. I was like, bro, I stayed up for this. You know, you're in bed. It's like, it's 9:30. You're comfortable. And you're like, wait, I need to finish this movie. I fought my sleep for that movie. I didn't like it.
I watched it twice.
It was so cliche. I'm like, we all know who he's talking about. His contractor friend in the defense sector. He's talking
Who do you
about
think
Obama.
it was?
It was Obama. They're the producers of this movie, of course.
Oh, see, I didn't
Who
think
else?
it was him. I didn't think it was him because he was talking about these parties. And as soon as he said parties, I was like, oh, he's talking about Jeffrey Epstein because Jeffrey Epstein was really big in the business world. And
well,
had
they
these
gave
contacts.
a shout out to Alex Jones, by the way, when he talked about the Bohemian Grove. That's the
Yes.
only reason it's Obama. Only presidents go there.
True.
Former presidents, current presidents. I just thought it was cliche. It's definitely a movie that will suck you in. It's definitely a movie that will have you sitting there for 2 hours trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But it was so cliche. Death to America is written in some sort of Arabic. They're trying to figure it out. It was cliche to me.
Okay, so that part right there, when the plane came, it was dropping these leaflets that said "Death to America" in Arabic.
Mhm.
That was representative of, I sent a ship, I sent a plane, I wrote it out right for you, and you're still not listening, right?
Yeah.
It's like what we're going through now. Like all the signs that shit's going down the drain, going down quick, are all here, but we choose to ignore them. All the signs that God has laid out in the Bible, right? We choose to ignore that. And I think that that's like interesting, you know, but I don't know. I watched it twice so I could really, because girl, you know, okay, I was like, man, you know me, I really gotta pee. I was like, man, I gotta pee. Let me just pause it real quick and go pee. And then like I hit the little thing to see like how far we had to go. And I was like, wait a minute, this joint's about to be over in 2 minutes. It can't end like this. And I was mad as hell when it ended the way it ended.
I was like, bro, y'all did not end this movie with this little bitch finding the bunker, finding the message, finding out what's going on this entire time. You're being attacked. It's a terrorist attack from a foreign entity, foreign country.
Yeah.
And you don't even go back to tell your family. You sit your happy ass down and watch Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the family made it to the bunker?
No. I think she stayed there the whole time. And then other people probably pulled up on her like, yep, gotcha. And I don't think any of them people survived.
You know what was interesting was the only access to music they had was because that girl had all those records. The only way the girl was finally able to watch Friends was because they had the bunker with the DVD player and all the DVDs. Right? So all the Spotify's, all the YouTube videos, all the Instagram, all the shit we have on our phone, she had no access to because that didn't work anymore, you know? So
See,
I don't know.
The first thing I said is, oh God, Mo's going to watch this and be like, see, I told you, you guys are going to fall apart if you don't have tech. I was like, bro, I even said it this morning on my live. I already know what she's going to say.
Oh man. No, that was the first thing I said is Dave said, you know what's crazy about this? I was like, what? He was like, there's only gonna be a few of us that really know how to get things working, because these kids, man, they're not gonna know, because all they know is techie stuff, right? So there's only gonna be a few of us that are like, especially like in the trade fields, right? That know, well, wait, how can we get a phone working? How do we get, like there really is, that's gonna be a hot commodity if that shit happens.
Yeah. That's why 90s kids are perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And
But
and yes, it was them throwing the truth in our face via a movie. Now, that's another thing that's interesting, because the number one rule of being a part of the cabal, rumored, because I don't know, because I'm not part of the cabal, that it is part of the rules that they have to tell you exactly what they're doing and how they're doing it, because that absolves them of being able to say they're doing anything evil, because it's not your fault. It's not their fault that you don't pay attention. That's what they say.
It looks like
know.
you took something valuable from it. It
Mhm.
looks like I took something valuable from it, but I feel like it's something we've already seen before. Like, this wasn't a new movie. It's like those environmental movies that talk about climate change. The Day After Tomorrow, The Core. They have to go to space and divert this massive crisis from happening here on Earth. That's what I felt like it was with this movie.
You feel like it was just a recycled.
It's just a recycled concept of them talking
Right.
about a cabal and them having information, and we're all stuck down here. What's that movie? I forget. It's a new movie, but it's once again about there being
2023.
no ability to talk to people. Dang, it's a new movie. The scene that I'm talking about starts out with, this scene cracked me up, by the way. I felt like this was so
I
unnecessary
have no
for them to add this.
I have no sound.
I
Because
can't
right
wait
now
for
the
the I
song from
don't
Next
remember
is
the name of the
playing.
movie.
Baby, when we grind, I get so excited. Y'all, I'm playing this so y'all can see Julia Roberts' dance moves on in this movie. Look at this. What would you do if it was the end of
Watch
the
the movie The
world?
Road.
You a brother. Okay, this is the question for the brothers. The Road, is that what it's called?
No. I'm just thinking in my
Look
head.
at this.
Yeah, this scene was so unnecessary.
What would y'all do?
I'm just like, he can barely dance. Shoot.
Well, I mean, he's working with what he got to work. Look at her. Like, how you dance with somebody like that? She looks like she's having a seizure. Like, I was like, please, Julia, tell me you don't really dance like this.
I bet you it is how she danced.
Yeah. This was a funny movie. I will say this. The movie had some pretty good music. Had some pretty
It
good music.
did.
So see, look at this.
You
They
could tell. You
rejoice.
could just tell
They
black
rejoice
people
over the
put this
fact that
movie
she loves to
together.
dance. She loves music.
She needs some seasoning.
Oh gosh.
Exactly. She needs some Lowry's.
Yeah.
She need-
Y'all, please don't pull people out of this chat, because I don't appreciate y'all taking us away. It's important that Somewhere in the Middle gets the action. I get the hot mic chat or whatever's going on over there is great, but y'all watching Somewhere in the Middle, can you all please bring the conversation over here? Please stop pulling people away. Last week y'all did this shit with Discord and I didn't appreciate it. If there's some bullshit going on in Discord, whoever's in the chat, stop trying to tell people, oh, y'all need to go to Discord, there's some shit going down. No, you either stay here, watch the show, and support us, or you don't. Okay, sorry, I had to say that. Hot my chat is fire. Y'all need to check it out. No, stay here. This is Somewhere in the Middle. Y'all need to stay here. Anyways, go. I say, Soonie probably would say, don't waste your time with this movie. If you are intrigued by what I said, love you too, Joe. If you're intrigued by what I said, go check it out and then report back to me. Only really smart people will really truly understand, what was going on there. Okay. So Soonie's taking care of the baby. So I'm going to move on to the next topic. Okay. Oh, she's back.
I'm back.
Soonie, how many stars would you give this movie as we close out?
3 stars. Did you show the other angles that people are coming from this movie? I felt it was important to point out what the right is choosing to hyper focus on when it comes to this movie. I sent it to your Instagram inbox.
Yep, I'm opening it right now. All right. So
you guys
the
watched
caption
me this
says,
morning. Yeah, if you watched me this morning, this is what I was talking about.
okay, so the caption says, just imagine the roles were reversed here. Imagine for a second a new Netflix original release comes out and this is said, but this time it's a white father and daughter, and the daughter says what this girl says, but replaces white with black. Imagine what would happen. But with this, nothing, not even a slap on the wrist. Anyone know why? Okay, so let's play this and see what it's all about.
For you to remember that if the world falls apart, trust should not be doled out easily to anyone, especially white people. Even mom would agree with me on that. I'm asking for you to remember.
So you're saying because she was in bed with her dad and she says, white people.
I'm like,
only black.
Why are you choosing to like hyper fixate? And the comments are golden. You can scroll through the comments while I'm trying to rationalize why white people, white conservatives, okay, to be precise, are choosing to make this like it's like some racial undertone, and this is predictive program. He followed this up with predictive programming. They put these things in the movies. I was just like, listen, have you never watched a movie where a white woman has had a mistrust of a black person in the film? Because I've seen it 1,000 times. It happens. Why are we choosing to be sensitive about this girl? Just imagine right now, okay? This is probably how most black people think. It just is what it is. And this is probably how most white people think, especially in 2023. You all probably had this conversation of, you listen, a lot of black people are Democrats and they probably support BLM. Should we all fall apart and make a big spectacle?
Wait a minute. Let me watch this.
Are you really tripping over this dumbass scene?
I'll be honest with you.
This scene is so stupid.
I'll be honest with you. This scene, I couldn't even tell you what they said when I first watched it.
I knew when I watched it, I said, watch, conservatives are going to pick this clip out of this movie and cry like little victims. And that's exactly what's going on, bro.
Let me watch it one more time.
Watch it one more time.
If the world falls apart, trust should not be doled out easily to anyone, especially white people.
Look at this comment. No reversal necessary. This movie is rooted in bigotry. Bro, what?
Oh my.
So much symbolism in this movie. I expected it, but I was surprised how much they pushed in this one. The very beginning, Julia Roberts displays mistrust of a black woman and a black man walking in the middle of the night to knock on the door. Yeah. She didn't even believe it was their home. So Ian Winster, this is Ian, bro. We've talked several times, my guy. Pull up the clip when she doubted these people multiple times. Yeah. Multiple times just based on their race alone and them not living here.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm sorry. Listen, bro. When I saw so many white conservatives do this, this proves that you have what's called white fragility.
I mean,
watch the damn movie, bro. It's not that serious.
Do you think, like, in a way of them putting in this movie, it was just like propaganda, like, you know, because they make a big deal out of like white Christian nationalists and all this other stuff? Like, do you think that was part of it?
Yes. I just watched another TV show where this lady was like, and don't bring no Republicans in my house. Bro, these are real thought patterns that people have. Half of y'all don't want to sit at the table with a liberal, but you're crying about this. You're mistrusting of liberals. So we can label people by political faction, but don't do it based on race. Like, don't make a judgment based on race, but we can make a judgment based on who you vote for. How is this not racism? Like, bro.
This is dumb.
I guess everybody missed the bigotry and the racism when she thought it wasn't her house.
I I didn't even pay attention to this part, to tell you the truth, and I didn't think either way about it. Like, I wasn't like, oh, that's so racist for her to say that, because to be honest, the whole movie was loaded with messaging.
Entire
The
movie.
the entire movie, and it wasn't like one-sided messaging. There was
On both
messages
sides.
on both sides for all types of things. For all types
I'm
of
sorry.
things. So
I was tripping. I left a comment on his page. I'm just like,
yeah, I saw that. Here, I'll read
are you
Sooney's
really
comment.
crying about this?
Soonie said, bruh, are you really crying over this? One scene, it's a movie. There's plenty of movies depicting blacks as thugs or untrustworthy. Yeah.
Ain't nobody tripping. What's the first thing people want to say? Oh, it's just art. It's just a movie. Who cares? I saw
Right.
conservatives doing that, and I was like, nah, we got to talk about this. That's what you pulled for this
Yeah.
movie? That sensitive crap?
That's dumb. Like, get over it. That's just dumb. You know?
Watch me get no response. I'm not going to let go of that. I'm not going to let go of that.
See, again, I go back to the fact that if that's all you deem from this movie, this conspiracy theory, cabal, your mind is in the wrong place. See, sweet, innocent Mo grabbed a message of togetherness. If we would all just stop the bullshit, okay, we might be better off when the shit hits the fan. That's what I say,
definitely
right? That's what I say.
They realized
right?
they needed each other. Yeah.
They realized they needed each other. The white dude who was held up in his house with a gun and antibiotics, he was valuable to them at one point, right?
Mhm.
Even the black guy, thank God he had a gun stashed away, right? He had the
Yeah.
protection because those white people didn't bring no weapon.
If anything, they really made a case for the Second Amendment in this movie. By the way.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah. Mo looks like she put Gorilla Glue in her hair. No, I didn't.
Tap it.
It's
Make
good.
sure it ain't.
It's
Can't
a
hear it.
little. No, because you know what? I got that. What's that? What's the glue? Eco gel.
Is it got to be glue? Oh,
No, I got some Eco gel in there. I got Eco gel, a little softer. You know,
Kevin
so I
Bacon.
can just,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
million different things you could have taken from it. I like what you took from it. I was actually shocked you took more than what I thought you were going to take from it. I thought
A
you were just gonna
positive.
get on here and be a boomer and be like, see, you're gonna die if tech is gone. See, I thought you were gonna bring that study up that said,
You know
I think it was a
what?
study you were talking about.
Actually, it makes a case for why both are important. Like, you're gonna need a little bit of both. You're gonna need a little boomer. You're gonna need a little bit of whatever, the newer generation, right?
Yeah.
I think we all matter. The animals matter. The guns matter. The people matter. The bunkers matter. The relationships matter, right? All that matters. All of it.
Yeah.
In the end. Because in the end, there's very few things that we're going to have. So we
Very
better identify, who's going to be in our corner when that happens. Yeah.
They told you to get your weapons. I'm telling y'all. These politicians be lying. This is Michelle Obama and Barack Obama produced this movie. See, this is what people need to be talking about. Talk about the positives from the movie. Y'all, did you recognize that they are definitely promoting the fact that we should all have weapons in the event if we get taken over? For protection? Because you can't call 12.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there are people that were like, oh, as soon as I found out they're producing it, I didn't want to watch it.
They're idiots. People are stupid. Sorry.
They are stupid.
I've held that in for a minute. People are stupid. I try not to say that because it does come off as strong and it puts you in a position of like superiority. And I'm not saying that,
Yeah.
but a lot of people walking this planet are just driven by their feelings and not enough logic.
Right.
Shout out to Mo, the most feelings person in the room, pulled out a logical meaning from this movie. I wish I had we need a soundboard so I can hit the round of applause for
It
you.
was a breakthrough. It was a breakthrough moment. Oh man, it was a break. Now, there was a stupid movie, I'll tell you real quick, don't go see it. It's called like May December or some shit, which like I saw right after this movie.
Haven't
Don't
even
see
heard
that movie. Yeah, the title is not going to even tell you what it's about, but it's loosely based on that teacher Mary Kay Letourneau and Billy Falau, the teacher that married the kid she had an affair with and had sex with, and they had kids. She's now dead because she died of cancer. But the movie's weird because it's about an actress who is staying with the family to study the family because she's going to play Mary Kay Letourneau in a movie about her. So it's an actress portraying an actress who's studying for another role. So I was fascinated from an actor standpoint. Yeah, Natalie Portman. I was fascinated from an actor standpoint on how difficult that role could have been because she had to like literally, prepare for 3 different roles at the same time. But the movie was dumb. The movie was stupid as shit. Yeah, there was no message in that movie.
I'm not gonna
Not
watch
that I
it,
know. Yeah, don't watch
I
it.
don't like movies like that.
Did you watch Golden Girls? Did you watch Golden Girls? Don't lie to
Honest,
me.
I didn't watch it.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
was
need you
sick
to
when
watch
you
it.
sent it. Didn't watch
Now
it.
that was the perfect time for you to watch it. That's why I
I'm
sent
sorry.
it.
I didn't watch it. I'll watch it though. I will.
You're gonna love it.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about this lady that tried to burn down Martin Luther King.
Do you have the video?
Yeah, I do have the video. I'm pulling it up right now. She tried to burn down Martin Luther King Jr.'s Dr. Martin Luther King, his childhood home. She tried to douse that house in gasoline.
What was her reasoning? I'm gonna be
Well,
honest with y'all. I didn't pay attention to this story not one bit.
I'm gonna read an
Not one
article
bit.
because I'm gonna read an article. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is the video with her face unblurred. But initially, when this video came out, her face was blurred.
Of course.
Even looking at this with the unblurred, it's kind of like at first it wasn't this close. It's hard to tell that she black.
She black.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, that's gasoline.
Was there some type of direction? Or
So what happened here is two
This is
off-duty police, New York Police Department officers detained her. This was in Atlanta. They detained her until the police got there. Okay. So here's what the story is. So the woman accused of attempting arson at the birth home of Martin Luther King is a decorated military veteran. Lanisha Santrese Henderson, 26 years old, is a veteran warfare specialist in the U.S. Navy and received multiple awards during her service. Henderson received a National Defense Service Medal and Good Conduct Medal during her service. She was also given the Navy E ribbon, among other awards. She has been charged with attempted arson and interfering with government property after she was seen on camera pouring a flammable liquid onto the porch of the historic wooden property on Thursday. There she is right there. The footage also shows the woman, who was dressed in all black, dousing plants and emptying the liquid against the window of the Auburn Avenue house, which is located just blocks from King Center and King National Historic Park. She was stopped in her tracks by 2 tourists and then apprehended by 2 off-duty New York police cops until Atlanta police arrived on the scene to arrest her. She's been charged with attempted arson and interfering with government property. They just repeated that. The footage also shows the woman, who was dressed in all black, douse. Why is this repeating? What the hell? She was stopped in her track. What the fuck?
They just copied
hold on.
and
Let me
pasted
see.
it
Let me
again.
skip down. Yeah, right. That's really weird. Hold on. I'm trying to get to where it explains. Does it explain?
No.
I don't think it explains why she did this. Let me see if I can find an article. But what do you think about this? Because first of all, it was hidden from us that she was black because her face was blurred, right?
Mhm.
Then the blogs were reporting, all right, she black. But the thing about it is that she's a Trump supporter. Okay. And then when people were just like, what? Where are you getting? She's a Trump supporter. Then they were like, y'all, we need to have sympathy for her because she's got mental health problems. Okay. So they done gone around every avenue they can go around because she ain't white. Okay. Because if she was white, it would be this is racist. Because
Yeah, for sure.
before it was revealed she was black, the comments were like, well, see the hate that Trump has created in this country. You know.
So, because this has happened years ago, I just feel like this is a repeated behavior that happens every couple years next to an election. Another woman did the same thing. I don't know if she was black, but there was already let me pull the article up.
Okay.
Wow, a celebrity died. This happened back in 2018. Woman charged with attempted arson. Andre Barr from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh, the black dude right here. The guy that plays the detective and everything. He died. Wonder if he was jabbed. You see him in the corner there?
I mean, he was 81. Oh, he probably died of
He was
old age.
61. Oh, he was 61.
Oh, 61. Okay.
Anyways, this is an article from 2018, y'all. All right. Woman charged with attempted arson of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthplace in Atlanta. It just seems like a recycled story of somebody copycatting. I don't know if this woman was mentally disturbed, but same exact scenario. Preliminary investigation shows that the woman had poured gasoline on the property before people at the site could stop her. We believe
That's
this time she was pouring
wild.
gasoline on the porch and the door of the home. Their quick action saved a jewel of our city, something very important to Atlanta. A witness shot a video and broadcast it on local television, which shows a young woman dressed in black pants, black shirt, and black knit cap holding a large red canister on the front porch of the house, dousing the home with the liquid. Police report states she was not wearing any shoes. Two men from Utah who were in Atlanta for work decided to visit the historic home and noticed a woman pouring liquid on the bushes.
What?
According to the police report, they became suspicious when she did not reply, and they asked if she was watering the plants and other questions. Once they realized it was gasoline that she was pouring, they pleaded with her to stop, then saw no other option but to apprehend her with the help of other bystanders. Why is this the exact same story? This is from I'm not even making this up. It's 2018. You see it right there.
That's crazy. That's
to
crazy.
me, this is the same story that's already happened. It's like a glitch in the
And
matrix.
who was
Why are y'all recycling stories?
And who was the person?
It was a 26-year-old woman. They don't put her name out.
They didn't identify her. Isn't that funny? They didn't identify people back then like they do now.
Nope.
Well, this lady's motive is not known, according to the police statement that they had put out. So we don't know her motive.
I don't think there is a motive. I think people are crazy. And I really think that we do live in the matrix. And they just regurgitate news stories. I mean, recycle news stories. How is it a direct copycat from 2018 happening in 2023?
That is a direct. Okay, that ain't even just like
Correct.
very similar. That is like literally, like you said, they copy and pasted and changed the names, and that's pretty much it. Like even down to the people that stopped her. That's wild.
I don't get it. I don't know.
That is crazy. I'm so glad you pulled that up, that story, because I never would have. How did you even come to find that out? Was it referenced somewhere else?
No, I was Googling the story because we had talked about it. And it looks like there's another incident that happened like that in 2018.
Wow. That's wild. That is wild.
Soonie wearing a description of the female. No, I don't have a black hat on. I have on a gray sweater.
Soonie, that's funny.
See, like What are you talking about?
That's funny. They're saying that you match the description too.
I'm black. You fit the description. You're racist. You couldn't. You're not supposed to say things like
Right.
that. Are you trying to
Hey,
say we all look alike?
whoever's casting hate crimes, if the price is right, I'm Soonie's agent. I can get her to do whatever you
Hate
need her to
crimes?
do for the right coin. we could do a just juicy Smollett, right? I could douse Soonie in bleach.
Juicy smoothie.
wear a
Ugh.
MAGA hat.
I feel like I would die if somebody doused me in gasoline. Smells like I get a nasty headache from smelling that shit. It stinks so bad.
Yeah. That's so funny. That is funny. Let's talk about your Tim Newman story.
You guys want to talk about that?
Go ahead.
So this weekend, I was hosting a few lives talking about the Virginia University of Lynchburg incident or situation that is happening. Students have spoken out against their sitting athletic director, who is also the head coach, for scamming them out of hundreds and thousands of dollars. I'm going to pull this up on Twitter so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But Dell told me to watch the interview that Scotty over there at Off the Script had, because he's the one who broke the story. He's a sports commentator for HBCUs. He talked about this entire situation in which the students were being scammed. Sorry, one moment. But what he just like really revealed is that this dude, the athletic director, aka the head coach, Tim Newman, has been repeating this grift for a number of years. Like, everything he's being accused of now, he was being accused of it years ago. Let me see if I can get to
Where did he come from? So prior to him being the coach at this university, where did they recruit
He was
him
in
from?
Raleigh. He was in Raleigh, and he's bounced around to a few different schools. Here's a clip right here. See, I'm gonna talk about black people real quick. Y'all ain't never got nothing organized. Can we get the original article of this dude being exposed? Dang. Here's one of the clips from the actual story while I get this article pulled up. Give me a second.
Like, we black, we got to stand together, especially young black men. These are young black men who are actually trying to pursue an education.
Yeah.
And they're being held back. That's not fair. Like, that's crazy. And they're purposely holding them back. And I honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I think Coach Newman knows that if them boys don't got, if they don't got the grades, they can't transfer. Because like the coach said, the basketball coach, like she said, they can transfer their classes if their GPA good enough. But how your GPA gonna be good enough if your coach telling you don't go to class, come to practice?
It all
know what he's doing.
Yeah, it all works together. It all works
together. It all falls together. All of that fall together. So as much as y'all want to say, oh, they don't go to class, this, that, and the third, they not lazy. They do care. They do turn their work in. Even the one boy told you he be turning his work in, and they don't put the grades in. That same thing happened to my friend multiple times.
That's one egregious claim against this dude. But here's the actual article that you guys can go back and reference and look into this. And everybody should, if you are at the University of Virginia Lynchburg, you should definitely leave the school and all of its programs, because it's a nonprofit scamming ass school. So on a crisp Thursday morning, late October in North Carolina, Tech Preparatory Christian Academy student body, which is also the then undefeated Tigers football team squad, shuffles out of an apartment in which players are housed. Some of them still have sleep to load onto two waiting tour buses bound for the night's game against Georgia Military College. Tim Newman, the headmaster and football coach, departs later by car to work the sidelines for 5 hours away in Milledgeville, Georgia. I don't know what happened. I just had a brain fart. If this were a traditional school, the academic folks might be on edge, but an outside of the line investigation this fall has found that the NC Tech program to be a unique arrange on the post high school athletic scene, one playing by its own rules. Players and former assistant coaches say Newman routinely misrepresents facts in the running of his 6-year program. So this is what he's been accused of. In particular, pumping teenagers with hopes of Division I college scholarships. This is another way he grifted and stole their money. They say he offers unfulfilled promises to produce highlight videos to be sent to colleges and vastly overstates the number of college players born of NC Tech. Former coaches say the program, which costs several thousands of dollars to attend, targets teenagers in dire straits, often from backgrounds naive to recruiting and eligibility guidelines, who either didn't meet NCAA academic standards or failed to attract college scholarship offers. No student attends class full-time on the NC Tech campus, which consists of leased space in an office park south of downtown. The school year that began in
No
July,
student, or is that just the football students? No student?
it says no student attends full-time class on NC Tech campus. So the campus that the school is supposed to be on, no student attends it full-time, whether you're an athlete or not. The school year that began in July is already complete. Even before the class of 2011 bid a final goodbye, the NCAA Eligibility Center in late October flagged the program's curriculum as not meeting standards for the second time it has in many years. Newman also stands accused of not providing classes as promised. So this guy, which was accused of this and found guilty of this in 2011, has since moved on to a program in Lynchburg, Virginia. He is running a program, an athletic program, in which he is targeting students that are naive to the recruiting process and also to the whole collegiate arena because they don't have the grades to even go to these schools. He did this on a massive level and just repeated his grift. And right now he's being exposed all over Twitter. He's being exposed all in the news again. 40 players so far, which is almost the entire team, have put themselves in a transfer portal so that they can get into a school, which they can play football and somehow gain a scholarship. Okay. So he took their money, the money that they got from FAFSA when they apply for financial aid. He's taking that money. I don't know what they're doing with it. Not putting it towards the classes, not hiring a proper faculty to teach the students. In the video that I had just showed you previously on Twitter, that young girl also talks about how the teachers at this school teach 4 or 5 different subjects and have not one degree in any of the subjects they're teaching. And this is not just a football program. This is every athletic program at the school. Taking money, pocketing it, and allowing these kids to fail and flunk out of college.
I mean, it sounds like the whole school in general, not just the athletic programs, but because
the entire school.
I was pulling up some stats here because I didn't know anything about this story. So I asked P, my resident sports expert, and he said, well, the average GPA at the University of Lynchburg is 3.43. The tuition, this is crazy, is $9,168,000. That's not a lot of tuition, right? He said the head football coach is also the athletic director.
Yes.
He said that is a red flag. He said that is a red flag and tells you that there is zero money in the football budget. So what he said was, as a coach, why would you go to a school that has no money in the football program?
Want to know why? Because number one, they're targeting probably coaches that aren't getting the opportunity to coach at an actual collegiate level against these D1 schools. They're targeting students with the schedule because this team plays D1 schools. They play Division I college teams.
Yeah.
So it's for a kid who is not getting the grades that he needs to even get into a college like this. This is the dream come true. I'm going to play these teams and I got scouts looking at me and I'm being coached by a black man. It's considered an HBCU.
HBCU, yeah.
It's luring those people in.
Yeah. I said, without reading this story, just like from what P had kind of told me, because he knew about this story,
Yeah.
is I said the same thing. I said, like playing the other side of it. If I was, I mean, I don't know, I didn't know where this guy had come from. So I said, let's just say this guy was coaching high school football, and he gets a letter from the University of Lynchburg saying, hey, we want you to be a coach for our football team, blah, 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 blah. Like in my mind, somebody who would never otherwise get an opportunity like that is going to take it, right? So then P said, well, what about the parents? Like, what parent would send their kid to a school to play football when there is no budget in the football program, right? And this came up, like similar things have come up with Bethune-Cookman, which was, exposed by Ed Reed. And then of course, all the financial stuff that was going on at the Jackson State University through Deion Sanders. This seems to be something, and I want to preface this because P had encouraged me to Google how many college coaches have been involved in financial scandals. And this is actually something that is very prevalent no matter what the university. Okay. If you Google for yourself, you're going to be hit with one story after another about many universities and many college football programs, whether they have a lot of money or they don't have a lot of money, going through something like this. So my question is this really a story about corrupt universities and football programs, or is this a story about stupid people?
It's a story about both. It's a story about both.
Yeah.
And the reason I decided to take Liddell up on his offer to talk about it is because Black people do a lot of complaining about predatory loans and just predatory agendas against them often when it comes to colleges. And HBCUs are supposed to be a safe haven for these Black students. They're supposed to be able to go there and get an education and not have to worry about getting, manipulated and scammed every which way. So not only is it what you and P just said, why are people so stupid? Where are parents actively a part of their child's educational process, whether it's going to college, high school, whatever? You need to be there to teach your kids these things.
Yeah.
But they're targeting a specific population. They're targeting these inner city kids that don't have a lot of money, being raised by single moms, and she trying to find a good avenue for him that's not in the streets and he's on the field. He's got some sort of male figure. It just brings attention to a wider issue, which is what we always talk about, fatherlessness.
Right.
If there was a dad there, this family and this kid wouldn't be getting manipulated out of his dreams of becoming a football player or going to school, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's sad if you're just going to single out, just HBCUs. I think it's sad that HBCUs are run by predominantly Black people, and Black people are taking advantage of their own people, which is nothing new.
Right. Nothing new.
It's nothing new. It's not, it doesn't go beyond. I mean, it doesn't just stay, secluded to universities. It is unfortunately all over the place, right? There was another story, and you don't know this one, but if you guys want to watch a really good show on HBO, go watch BS High. BS High.
I've seen that.
That is a story about Bishop Sycamore, a football team that was representing a non-existent high school, and the coach, Roy Johnson, is one of the most diabolical people you will ever see in this documentary. With a smile, okay, he details how he pulled off a scam, stealing money from these children, even outright saying, I specifically targeted these children that came from underprivileged neighborhoods, that were Black, that came from fatherless homes, that I knew they came from fatherless homes, that the mother was trying to make ends meet. Okay. And I specifically recruited these kids because I knew I would get them. They were great football players, and I knew I would get them because they needed an out. They needed to play football. They needed to go to school. They needed a place to live because their mama probably needed them out of the house. Right. And this guy made them fill out loan documents. This was during COVID. So he had them fill out like these special COVID loan documents, had them sign all the checks over to him. He had these kids living in squalor. He had these kids eating expired food, stealing from the grocery store because he was blowing all the money away. Okay. And they gave this man an HBO documentary to tell the world exactly how he did it. And it's sickening because the guy smiles and laughs the whole time. He's terrible. This guy is so terrible. And I think they're giving him another job, another coaching job. And he even says at the end of the movie, he says, yeah, I did this. And guess what? I'm going to do it again with the help of this documentary because y'all are going to make me famous. Like crazy. Okay.
That's I think I'm against. I don't know. Sometimes I think there should be awareness on certain things like this. But other times, I don't think we should go into so much detail of describing how these people pull these scams off because you get a bunch of copycats that just they keep going. And I hear it's harder to prosecute somebody when everything they do is I think Holly explained it. Like white collar crimes are hard to prosecute.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go to jail.
Yeah.
Unless you can actually catch them in the act of doing these things.
Yeah.
And people are willingly, even though they're being deceived, they are actually taking out these loans. So
yeah. And he
it made
did
me
go
sad.
to jail. He went to
he went to
jail,
jail?
but not for what you think he would go to jail for. He went to jail for some other thing, but not for what he did to the kids. Because really, they signed him as the guardian, right? The parents signed him as the guardian. So he was able to make decisions for these kids. When they filled out these loan documents, they signed it and put him down as, you know what I'm saying? So while he was coaching them to do that, he technically didn't break any laws, you know? And you know, P also pointed out, he said, Mo, this is just one story. He said, this is happening all over the place. It's just, this is the dude they get, because this guy is such a crazy character that they gave this dude an HBO documentary because it was like,
I'm gonna watch that.
Oh,
they
man.
actually called this dude Bishop Sycamore on the live stream.
Oh, did they? Yeah, dude, watch it, Soonie. You're watching it because you're gonna be like, holy shit.
Man. Shout out to HBCUs. Hopefully people pull their kids out of that school and make it known that no one should go there and shut it down. You can't complain about white people doing the scamming and being predatory with the loans when you have black people right within like your own ranks doing the same thing and repeating the same offense.
Yeah.
Repeating it. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think the lesson is that, and this is a good lesson in life, that nothing good comes easy and nothing good comes free. And if somebody is trying to sell you a dream and it looks way too easy, I'm going to take care of everything. You don't have to pay a dime. You don't have to do nothing. Just show up, walk away, run away, because that shit's about to burn you. Yeah.
Chinese big fella, get up out of there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Another
Crazy. It's
to abolish
sickening.
teacher unions at all levels. Well, I mean, these schools aren't even a part of unions, bro. They're just opening schools, employing their family, and funneling money.
Yeah,
they're stealing money. The president, who was the president of this university, her board, I think Liddell said her board of regents are literally her family members. Why would you send your kid there anyway?
Well, I mean, but it's the same things in government, right? When these people have these programs, they just hire all their family members to run the shit and they funnel the money that way. It's the same thing. That's what they do. That's how scammers work,
Scammers don't scam, y'all.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's sad because, at the end of the BS High documentary, they have like this reel from the kids, whose dreams were crushed because, it's very, time is of the essence when you are trying to go to college and play football professionally, time is of the essence, and you only have a small window to be qualified for certain things. And these poor kids, like, they were getting hurt. There wasn't proper medical care for them. They were obviously being lied to. Nothing they were doing was really counting for anything. So it was heartbreaking to hear that a lot of these kids' dreams were crushed and their worlds were changed and they were taken advantage of. That's what was really, really sad to see. So go check out BSI. Perfect
Go check out
name.
BSI.
BSI.
BSI. I don't know who Hannah Payne is. If you want to send me,
I don't know who Hannah Payne is either.
yes, if you want to send me something, go ahead, send it to me.
Oh my gosh, I have something in my eye. Sorry. Let's see if we can find. You got any funny stories before we put like a real story back in here?
Funny stories. I mean, to me, this whole university thing is pretty funny. That's just me. I mean, if you want ratchet TV, men are speaking out against BBLs. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
So I had just so happened to scroll, and I sent this to you on Instagram as well, if you want to link in your inbox. I was scrolling through Instagram, and I was listening to men have a discussion on how they view BBLs and if they even want women to have them. And women, of course, were arguing back and forth with them about how y'all do be wanting BBLs. And there were a few guys that spoke up. They were like, actually, no. I don't like the fact that y'all have BBLs. Let me go to my inbox.
Oh, wait, maybe this is it. Spiritual World? No.
No, that's we could talk about that. This
I
was
saw
funny
that.
to me.
But let's talk about the BBLs first. But I did see this with this kid that was giving that guy the side eye because his mama was grinding
He was
up against
pissed.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where did I send it to? I'm so mad. It was a panel of 2 dudes and 2 women. I forget what the podcast is called. And the guys were explaining how they didn't like BBLs, and women were arguing with them. Like, no, yes, you do, or else why would women be doing it? And I found the discussion very kind of enlightening to observe men say, girls, we don't like your makeup and we don't like the fact that you guys are getting BBLs, and then actively watching the women say, yes, y'all do. And the dudes are just sitting there like, but I'm telling you, like, I would prefer you not have a BBL. I would prefer you not do any of that. That's not attractive to me.
That must be why, because Chad and Shannon were talking about that. Do you prefer a
They
woman
were?
natural back there? Yeah, they were talking about that.
All the guys that I was seeing, and in the comment section, I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. I just don't know where.
Judy, a BBL
It might be on the.
is a
It's
Brazilian
on. I'm sorry.
booty lift.
I'm gonna send it to you. I sent it to the other page.
Okay. BBL is a Brazilian booty lift or big booty lift. It's when a woman gets her behind enhanced.
The way the man explained it was like next level. He said, y'all confuse a man's sexual attention with what he wants as a wife and an example for his children. I was like, women need to hear this.
All right, let's go.
Y'all want the women with the BBLs, like the women that's not even in y'all
We
league.
don't want BBLs.
Hold on. She telling us what men want.
No. She didn't say that. Yeah. Understand, a BBL does not make you in another league. It actually brings you down now.
Some men love it though.
No, we love to play with it. I call them rentals. You're like a rental car. You go out to Miami, you rent that Lamb, you rent that Ferrari. The shit you can't drive at home. It's fun to drive out there, but no, I'm not paying for this. This shit going back to the rental office when I'm done with it. That's what we do with BBLs. But we're not taking that to the parent-teacher conference. Bitch walking in, ass big as this table.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like let's stop playing for real. Y'all confuse a man's sexual attention with what he wants as a wife. And as an example for his kids, as a mother. We don't want the BBL because automatically we know your mind is fucked to the point where you risked your life for a bigger ass for attention. It did not further you in life no type of way other than more likes on Instagram and more niggas want to fuck you.
Female version.
Wow. That was kind of
Women
a
are
fire
fighting
discussion.
them. Why are women fighting?
I want to watch that whole podcast.
I do too. I'm trying to figure out what podcast that even is, but why is it when men say exactly what women need to hear in this moment, which is, listen, you do not have to go mutilate your body because I'm only looking at you as a play toy at that point, and I'm not looking to take you serious. Why are they always fighting against their best interests? This woman wanted to fight him so bad on the subject.
Well,
Well,
because
some
I
men
think
like it like
I think it takes admitting, like, wait, I did all this and it don't impress you. Like, you know what I mean? What he said is like a BBL is like a car you rent when you're on vacation, you know, like the Lamb, right? Like, yeah, it's cool to drive a Lambo. It's cool to drive a sports car, but in reality, that doesn't work because you can't put your groceries in that. You know, it ain't functional to drive around in that. And what he's saying is that it's fun for the fantasy of it, right? Because what has been created now is women want to create this fantasy. I want you to believe I look a certain way by putting a filter. I want you to believe that this is my actual body by enhancing it surgically. But many times women will say, I can't believe after all this time he went back to the basic bitch he used to date, right? Because it's the basic bitch that's good for it. You were entertainment. You were entertainment, honey.
You know, I think I just cracked the code. One question that I hear, not only women, but just in general, when you see a celebrity's wife, right? The response is usually like, dang, she's playing, or like, yo, that's his wife. Why is that? Well, obviously, it's because men enjoy something natural. I was really just thinking about, that's a conversation that's often had where women are always asking, bro, why is his baby mama so, you know, like so hit or so plain? But the girl that he's screwing, she looks like this. And I've often found myself asking those questions. But you're hearing from men because they don't see a future in it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All these celebrities that you're vying after, they all got basic ass wives that are plain. Most of them. Some of them do have the weirdo BBL wives. I'm not gonna cap.
And most of the time, those
men.
aren't lasting.
They're not. That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't last.
I mean, you know, let's see. A really good example is that I can think of, like, from my era, is like Pierce Brosnan, who's very he's an actor, he's very handsome English gentleman. His wife was a very voluptuous, thick woman. I thought she was beautiful, but people would look at him as like, damn, I expected Pierce to have like a baddie, right? Denzel's another one. He's been with his wife for a long time, and she's just a regular looking woman. And people are like, damn, he's Denzel. He could probably get anybody he wants. He recognizes the value in the woman he chose. And that's the lesson of this, ladies, is you got to bring value. Your booty don't bring value.
No. You can go get that from anybody.
Yeah.
Like, if you're already saying, like, you are Denzel Washington, you can have whoever you want. And they're going after the plainest thing they could find. I think women should just start listening to men. We do a lot of going back and forth. Sometimes I do it, where it's just like, that logic is just not making sense to me right now. And a lot of times we can't understand it because we come from an emotional lens. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's necessary and important in a relationship.
Yeah.
But if a dude is saying, no, I like natural things, and we have more men coming out talking about they enjoy natural women, I think women should go ahead and stop listening to the homosexuals and become natural. Because y'all listening to Saucy Santana tell you need, what you call them, caterpillars on your eyelashes and like fake eyebrows that aren't yours that you drew on, and fake contour. If you don't have high cheekbones, you just ain't got high cheekbones.
Yeah.
You just don't have them. Stop fighting for it. They're literally contouring. This bothers me. I hate to see women contour high cheekbones onto themselves. And then when the makeup is gone, the dimensions of your face just disappear.
Your face completely Your face completely changes. That is so true. That
Yes.
is so true. And it's funny because like today, somebody I really a girlfriend that I have that I really love, who's a public figure, or who's well known on Instagram, had a lot of like stories today about her skincare routine. And she was talking about, she gets a little bit of Botox, then she was talking about how she used to go out and get like all these facials done, but now she like does it at home to save money, which is great, right? But man, when she started going through this facial routine, I was like, girl, like this is a lot of work, okay? And I understand the importance of good skin. I get it. But and let me say this, like I understand some people are blessed with good genes, like a booty and good skin and good hair and all this other stuff, okay? Nobody's blessed with it all. And yes, like I have said before, I wish my ankles were skinnier. They're not, okay? But I ain't doing nothing to make my ankles skinnier or my knees like, these little dainty knees with the perfect little bone or whatever. I got big knees, I got big ankles, okay? Sometimes my back be big, okay? And that just is what it is. That just is what it is. Now, people will say, "Oh, but Monique, you're blessed because you have, good features on your face." Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, if this wasn't the case, and when I take all this off, I don't look like this. I don't look like this. That's the reality of it. I'll take this all off right now so you guys can see for yourself. I have no problem with that. But Soonie, you and I know because I sent you some pictures of a girl we both know. Okay. That baby, okay, she done got and there's a reason for some of the stuff, right? But she done got all the extra parts on. She done got the eyelashes, the lips, the
We should
Botox.
have that discussion. We should.
Yes.
I think anybody who goes and gets plastic surgery done, you have a very, very low self-esteem. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
For you to want to go under the knife to change something on your face, that is such like, it's not The Sims. You can't go to the doctor and say, "Hey, I want this nose put on." Like,
yeah.
Or to like inject your lips. To me, I believe it's the highest form of like self-hatred. And like I said, I understand that I'm extreme with a lot of my views, but this is honestly my worldview of anybody who goes and does that. Sometimes I feel like that in regards to makeup.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you like what you see?
Why? Yeah.
I told you guys how I couldn't look in the mirror. I just didn't like I don't know why.
Yeah.
Never felt pretty. And then one day I was just like, damn, bro, like you are. What have you been looking at this whole time?
But I think that that's normal to say, I don't like this about myself. Like, I wish I had, like I said, my ankles, right? Like, I wish I had a different whatever. Some people are like, oh, I don't like the fact that I have a short torso. I don't like my lips. I don't like my nose. I don't like my hair, so I get all this stuff to enhance it.
Yes.
I think that's normal to think all that stuff, but some people take it too far.
Yes.
Some people take it like to the point like where if you take everything off at the end of the day, your wig, your eyelashes, your makeup, your shapewear, and you look like a completely different person to the point where you hold your phone up and the face recognition don't even recognize you.
Yeah.
You've gone too far.
Yeah.
You've gone too
maybe
far.
we should like have this on Instagram and TikTok and just I don't think many people have honest discussions about plastic surgery or makeup for real. Like a lot of women look like drag queens. A lot of women, they look like men wearing makeup. And I'm not talking about, these are women that I don't even think need makeup.
Yeah.
Like I look at them and I'm like, I don't think you looked at yourself when you walked outside.
Right.
I know you applied this makeup on yourself, but there's no way you looked at yourself and walked out and said, I look good, because y'all don't. Like,
yeah. Some of y'all look scary for sure.
There's sometimes where I'm like, I wish Mo would take that off. Like, just take
I
it off.
know. You want me to take it off right now?
No, right now. I like when you do minimal makeup.
You know what? This may look minimal, but it ain't.
But it's
This ain't
not.
minimal.
It doesn't look like you
No.
have much makeup on.
Well, because I know how to do my makeup. Because I think when I do my makeup, I'm doing it to enhance what's already there. I'm not doing it to create something that isn't there. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I
I'm
can
not
see what
doing any. I'm not doing anything to like fool you. Maybe the only thing that ain't there, because y'all always love my eyebrows. The only thing that's not there is this shape of my eyebrows is not what it is. I mean, my eyebrows are a good shape, but they're not this thick when you see me without makeup. And I'm happy for whoever wants me to take off my makeup right now. I don't have a problem with it. In fact, you're going to save me some time because the first thing I do when I get off this show is take off my face. Oh, yes. Yeah.
I mean, this just shows you how little I know about makeup. But the more I look at women, the more they look like drag queens to me. I find myself saying this a lot. Even on base, dude. I'll be looking, I'm like, girl, your face is a different color from your neck. Like, you're not even the same tone.
Right. Yeah. Some
Take
girls
it off.
Yeah. Some girls go crazy with it, man. Some girls go crazy.
Use
But
makeup.
I bet I would love to get like a panel of girls who are like the people that get all the things done. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm noticing? So women who have had breast enhancement surgery, meaning they've made their breast bigger with implants. Maybe it's just me and maybe I have it wrong, but I'm noticing a trend of women who are getting them removed.
I've seen that too, breast reduction.
Yes, but not reduction. Okay. Like I would get a breast reduction, meaning I would take what I naturally have and lessen it, not add to it. Take out. Okay. Take out. Because I would love to be a little bit more flat chested so I can look cute in shirts and not have buttons, just popping open left and right. I would do that. But there are women going, oh, let me take out my breast implants because there's a thing called breast implant sickness, which is a real thing, right? But deep down, there's a sickness that women get from the implants leaking and deteriorating in their body over time. Explants for health reasons, okay? While I know that that is a real thing, I think the majority of women are probably dying deep down to get those breast implants out because they're realizing it's not all it's cracked up to be to have these huge breasts and that they don't look natural and they're not the best and easiest things to fit into clothing and to look good all the time. So I think that they use a little bit of the excuse of getting this explant surgery so that they can get their breast implants taken out. And instead of just saying, you know what, I made a mistake. Like this ain't all it's cracked up to be. And I should have just loved my body the way it was. I think that it would be great if women would come out and say that message versus, oh, I got these taken out for my health.
For your health.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So I thought a breast reduction was just even if you get the implants taken out, but it's completely different.
Yeah. You're taking fat and skin that belongs to you.
The wigs.
Oh, yeah. Let me put that up.
The crazy wigs.
And weaves.
Okay. The crazy wig weaves scare me. Some women have to understand that certain styles and colors don't fit them. That's true.
Yeah.
What I will say is for my friends who do use like makeup and wear wigs, I've never seen, and there's only two of you, I've never seen y'all wear a style that didn't fit your face or you just looked a hot mess. Because there's a lot of people. Like I was watching First Wives Club. Y'all should watch that. That show is alarming.
Yeah.
To how women view men in this country or how society views men in this country. Jill Scott had the most just awkward, ugly wigs and hairstyles the entire movie. The entire movie. Some stuff you just shouldn't wear.
Yeah.
even black women here, some of the wigs, I'll be like, bro, man, we are on a tropical island. Let your natural self flow. Because I know for sure you did not wake up outside and your hair was still silky when you walked out
Right?
the door.
And it's hard to
Stop
keep that
it.
wig attached in that humidity, girl.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I hate? And I'm seeing this not just with black women. I see this with white women who wear wigs and I think especially white women who want to portray themselves as a little bit more ethnic than they really are. When like I understand, because see, I got these little baby hairs right here, right? Okay, I understand taking a little gel and just kind of like laying those little suckers down. But when y'all go to the extent, okay, of this shit going down your face, okay, and then it's going down this way, and it's just like baby hairs for days, and you turn and you got them baby hairs and all this other stuff, and then the wig is doing the most. Like, it's too much. It's too like you're starting to look like an arts and crafts project at that point.
See?
Yeah.
You see how many women walk around like this?
Yeah.
I think I sent you the white girl that had her hair. Bro, I don't know what the hell she did to her hair, but she was asking her. I thought she was Hispanic. This is a white girl with a tan. She had in finger waves.
Yes.
What in the absolute crap? No. White women should not wear finger waves. I ain't seen a white woman that could pull it off yet. Exact. See, the baby said no.
The baby said no. Every
Say
said
no.
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 Y'all tell them don't do it. I
Don't
think
do
women
it.
are beautiful plain.
Yeah.
You are much more beautiful in your natural state, and you pull it off better.
You know
Your
what's
natural
crazy is black women who sometimes do I can say they sometimes do the most when it comes to the everything.
I agree with you.
I have seen a lot of my black female friends who do the most, okay, take their makeup off. And I'm like, oh my God. Number one, you're like a completely different person. But number two, you're so pretty. Like, you're almost making yourself look worse with all the other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, fresh face, like dainty little features. But then you add on these tarantula eyelashes and all this other stuff. And I'm like, dang, dude, your face doesn't even look the same. And it's like, oh my gosh, like they look like Emery, like they look like Emery. Because I'll say this, dude, black women corner the market on skin.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're not laying around in the sun like lighter skinned women are burning
Black
yourself
don't
up.
crack.
Black don't crack. It's rare that I see a black person. I know it happens, but it's rare that I see a black person with like acne and all kinds of like skin, yucky skin, whatever. It's rare. It's rare that I see it. I'm like, dang, dude, if I had all that, yeah.
Oh man, Casey's sister, Casey Baldwin. This comment. My sister just got her lips done and it already went down in a week. I mean, it already went down in a week and looks weird. I think, see, when your lips look like this, listen, I have full lips. My lips are full. They're not like soup coolers, but I got lips.
I knew you were going to say soup cooler.
I can't cool my soup with them.
Right.
But when your lips do this, bro, you don't look good.
Or
for all the women who keep with the pouty lips
all the time. Right. Like they're trying to make their lips look pouty, so they're like,
it's ugly.
They always have that look on their face. They're like, okay, this is the other thing. Hold on, because I gotta get the Linda wig for this because I gotta show you what I'm talking about.
Oh,
okay,
Lord.
hold on 1 second. Wait, and I'm not getting the Linda wig to make fun of Linda, but I'm getting the Linda wig to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, and you tell me if you notice women doing this. Lord, this Linda wig. Why is it? Okay. So I'm gonna put this Linda wig on. Y'all don't laugh at me now, okay? Okay. So we got the Linda wig on, okay? Tell me why. Hold on, let me fix this shit because it ain't gonna look right. Oh my God. I got a hair stuck in here. Okay. So it's very in right now for women to have this exact hairstyle that the Linda wig is portraying. Okay. And this is what they do. Okay. So you're sitting there and they're like on Instagram Live and they're like, so anyways, and they reach up like from the top. I don't know what this is. They reach up from the top and they're trying to like zhuzh the bangs or like
What
the
is
volume.
zhuzh?
Like they're manipulating. They're zhuzhing, zhuzh, zhuzh, zhuzh. They're
Okay.
manipulating it and they're just like, Linda's constantly doing it. She's always like playing with her hair. There's this phenomenon of women that constantly play with their hair. Constantly.
Yeah.
They're touching. They're
I
touching
just
themselves
saw
constantly.
Mo. I'm so glad you just said that. I was chilling in Discord and people were turning on their cameras and I was observing everybody. I've been people watching a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
This girl, every time, you see what I'm doing with my hands? Messing with the bottom of her hair. You can tell she's looking at her. She's looking at her screen and she's like,
yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, stop touching yourself. And she cut the camera off. But I'm like, do y'all have to be perfect for every shot? You can't just have a moment where you're just here?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we did a whole show and we were just like
I'm doing right now? Yeah. Like if I was just constantly like this and then I have to worry about my lips and I was just like,
and you stop the show to put chapstick on.
It's like a nervous tick, people who play with their hair a lot.
Or it's the need to be perfect all the time because y'all keep putting filters on.
Yeah.
You're not really being yourselves. I think that's what it comes down to. Are you comfortable being yourself?
Yeah. It's constant work. I am comfortable being myself, but I love to be I love to get up. I get up and do this every day. It don't matter if I'm gonna see anybody. It don't matter if I'm gonna do everything. I get up and I get presentable and I enjoy putting on my makeup. And I'm a makeup artist. I love doing my hair. I do this because I love to do it. I am fine with it and I'm fine without it. That's my thing. But ladies, men are telling you they don't need the BBLs. So stop stressing yourself out.
They don't need the BBLs. Quit doing these lies, talking about you doing a mommy makeover. Get your butt in the gym if you want a mommy makeover.
Yeah.
Achieve it naturally.
Yes.
I don't have time to go to yes, you do. If you have time to make a nail appointment, you got time to go hang out with your friends. If you got time to do all that, then you got time, ma'am.
Yeah.
To go to the gym.
You want a fat ass? Eat a cheeseburger, a steak, like something with some substance to it. Okay, you got to fatten your shit up and then you got to go to the gym and squat like your life depends on it. That's how you get a big booty. And some of y'all ain't never going to get what you want because that's just not how you set up.
Yeah. We really need to have a show like this. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Because half of the shapes y'all are going for aren't natural.
Yeah.
You know the girl Ari Fletcher?
Sounds familiar.
She's always on the blogs. I don't know if she's considered an actress. She's like an influencer. She dates rappers. She got a kid by one of the drill rappers. There's a group of girls on social media that just have everything taken over.
Mm-hmm.
And from her face to her body, this is the most unattractive woman I have seen in a long time. But she is purported as attractive.
Ari
her
Fletcher.
Without makeup, look her up with makeup and look her up without makeup. Okay, it looks like two different women. She don't even look natural.
Oh, damn.
You see her?
I'm looking at her. Okay, so let's show her first with makeup.
Weave, scratching, and patting kills me.
Oh, here's a good picture.
Look at her,
Wig
dude.
without and with. Okay, this will tell you what this will scare you guys. Hold on, it's pulling up. Oh wait, what is this? A video?
God,
That ain't
damn,
Ari.
what is
Hold
that?
up. Okay, well it's over here. It's over here.
Oh, that's not her. That's
Oh,
that's
Ari
somebody else.
Fletcher
I got you.
lookalike.
She's
Okay,
right
okay.
there.
Hold on. She was doing the makeup.
Like, look at her,
Okay,
bro.
so that's Ari Fletcher right here.
Don't she look like
Okay,
a
so
drag
that's
queen?
with makeup. Let's look at her. Yeah, she's doing the most. I bet you she's gonna look better without makeup. Which one is her without makeup? Oh, here it is. The
I
real
would say
Ari
that one.
Fletcher. But still, she's got like something implanted in her cheeks. And
Yeah.
she's got eyelashes on. She's still got stuff going on here.
She's got makeup on. I'll have to find you a video of her without any of that, where she has her makeup off and she's just bare bones. This is what these girls are looking like, bro. Like, your face is not natural. She looks worse now.
This is like you could just look up. You could just look up. Look at this. This is what's her name? The gymnast,
wow.
Dominique, something or
Biles.
other. Yeah. Simone Biles.
same
Sorry.
way.
Here's Jennifer Lopez without makeup. She looks the same. Kim Kardashian. I don't know who that
Got
girl
on makeup.
is.
I don't care what nobody says.
Here's Adele. Damn.
Whoa, two different people.
You want to know who's two different people? Oprah.
Oprah.
Have you ever seen Oprah without makeup?
No.
Hold on.
They don't want to hear you. They're not trying to hear you.
All right, here we go. Look at Oprah with and without makeup.
I mean, Oprah
They do a
ain't-
number on Oprah.
Oprah.
And
Don't
it's
look-
funny because they say here that this is proof that she had a nose job. She ain't got no nose job. This is nose contouring.
She looks the same.
I
don't
mean,
think
I don't
she's
think
that
she looks the
pretty
same.
with or without makeup. I don't think it makes a difference.
Well, no, not whether she's pretty is neither here nor there. But like for instance, the nose is different because they contoured it. So you could do stuff with makeup to make your nose look thinner. Okay. Her forehead look a whole different size. She got a wig on in one picture. She don't got a wig on in the other. Okay. They done elongated her neck, all shadowing. That's all makeup shadowing. I mean, there's so many tricks that you can do with makeup. But yeah, man. Oh, Whoopi
I
Goldberg
don't
is
have
another
perfect
one.
skin. I be needing concealer and foundation some days. I don't think there is a such thing as perfect skin. I think there is a such thing as healthy skin. And it matters all on what you put in your body. It
Yeah.
does. I don't put a bunch of chemicals on my skin. I don't wear makeup. I do very minimal, like, fragrant sprays. I don't put fragrant lotions on my skin or on my face. I just don't do that. I think people put too much on their skin and they're not realizing by doing that you cause yourself more damage because you strip yourself of natural oils. That's important to a glowing face.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want all your oils to be gone. Clogging
I
your
agree.
pores.
I use Dove soap and Nivea lotion.
That is all you need.
And sometimes I put Vaseline and baby oil because I just have dry skin, but that's it. And people be like, oh, but all that oil clogs up your skin. Not my skin. It might clog up your skin, but my skin be like, like because your girl loves to look like an oil slick. Okay, make me. I want to look oily. I know some people don't like that, but I like an oily face because it look fresh to me.
It does look fresh.
Yeah.
My skin in prison, the way it be breaking out. That's because you eat like crap. I already know who you are. You don't eat good. Most people don't eat good. When I'm not eating good and I eat like crap, I get. No, he's not in prison. He's just saying that.
I'm like, damn, Soonie, we made it. Somewhere in the middle's in prison. Let's see. Let's get
somewhere in the middle to be in prison.
Let's get closer to my face so you guys can see. See, see, guys, it ain't perfect, but I zoom out. Oh shit! I put that little light. I put that light closer. Oh, you want us to take? Okay, let me go get my makeup wipes. I'll take it off. I'll be right back.
Mo's gonna do a make off, take off session. Say hi. You over here making all this noise. Now you don't want to talk. Say bye-bye. Tell them bye-bye. Bye-bye. You want to go play?
While I take off my makeup, if you want to move on to another story.
I will. Let me go put her in her walker. I'll be right back because we still got to talk about Harvard.
Okay.
Other MTI, and there's another Ivy League school that is in hot water for allowing freedom of expression. Now, while I'm putting the baby in her walker, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Has anybody talked about this story? I know a lot of conservatives are hyper focusing on the story because allegedly this Harvard president is really wokety woke, and they're not too happy with her latest commentary. The baby's telling me to rush along. She gay. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.
All right, let's move me to a one screen real quick. Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna remove Soonie. How come? Oh, I know what I gotta do. Hold on. Okay, here we go. You guys are in for the close up. Okay, so this is what I've taken off so far. Okay, I'm doing half a face so you guys can see. I'm gonna do half and then I'll do the other half. Okay, so first you should notice the difference in color because I'm tan. I'm a little bit more tan down here. So the face is going to be white. Here's my foundation. Okay. Who requested this? Kathy wants me to take it off. Okay. Wait. Okay, there's half the lip gone. Half the lip is gone. Oh, wait. It's like opposite for me. Okay, now I'm going to take off my mascara. Okay.
Did you kick me off the stage? Let me stop.
Yeah, because I wanted to show like the big screen while you were gone.
Oh.
Because look, I took off half.
I tell Mo all the time.
Here, look, put me back on the big screen real quick.
Back on the big screen.
There's half.
But you don't look different.
But look. Well, look at different color. I've done half. Different color. There you can kind of see one side, the other side. There you go. Now we're just going to take off the whole thing. All right, keep talking. Thanks, guys. This is fun.
I wish I knew more about makeup. Psych! I'm just kidding. But a Harvard president to stay amid outcry over anti-Semitism testimony, which I don't agree with. They also are trying to get her on plagiarism. To me, I'm going to be honest, y'all. It seems like, what what do you call it? A smear campaign against anybody who does not bow down and kiss the ring. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even got to say what I'm saying to you. But this is the statement that got her in hot water. They're pretty pissed off. And when I say they, I'm talking about the chosen people.
Okay.
And Dr. Gay, at Harvard, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
What's the context?
Targeted as an individual, targeted at an individual.
It's targeted at Jewish students, Jewish individuals. Do you understand your testimony is dehumanizing them? Do you understand that dehumanization is part of antisemitism? I will ask you one more time. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric.
And is it anti-Semitic rhetoric?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric, when it crosses into conduct, it amounts to bullying, harassment, intimidation. That is actionable conduct, and we do take action.
So the answer is yes, that calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct, correct?
Again, it depends on the context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign. These are unacceptable answers across the board.
Wow.
Now, what do you think? What do you think?
First of all, her last name is Gay. She sure is. I mean, I think what they're saying is stupid.
Okay.
I think it 100% depends on the context. Like it, you know, you can say something and it be in a malicious way. And yes, I can understand if you want to label that anti-Semitism, but the way she said it, no, I don't think that's a bad thing. And I think you should be able to say whatever you want to say, even if you say, I hate ... Just because you hate somebody doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to say it.
Well,
You should be able to say
I'm
it.
going to, while you're doing this and you're talking, I'm going to pull something up because I'm just going to go back in the Rolodex.
Okay.
And we're just going to talk about what is allowed to be stated for some reason. And this is the only reason I'm taking this stance on this subject in regards to Miss Gay, who is the president of Harvard, because I see it as cognitive dissonance at a very high level right now is what we're watching, because I don't know what it means or what he means with Lindsey Graham and all these politicians who sat on the TV, sat all over the news and called to level the place. I don't know. I think we had influencers calling to level the place. You had Jordan Peterson calling to level the place. When you say level the place, is that not hinting at genocide? Because that's going to kill the people or unalive the people who are in that region or area, right? If you go in and you level the place, you're calling for the death of a group of people.
Not really, right? Because I feel like I say I can agree with the level of the place. Let's try to get people out, right? Like I would say if you said, let's get people out, right? Let's move the people out and let's just like even the land, even it out, turn it into a sandbox. And I'm just speaking hypothetically here, right? Turn it into a sandbox, but let's get people out. Then no, you're not hinting to what you just said. You're just saying enough is enough. Let's stop fighting over this land. Let's take everybody out of it and everybody gets a whole new shot somewhere else. That's it. So I would want to know see, in that situation, the context would matter. Now,
if we had to guess the context here, what does eliminate them mean?
Eliminate them is saying eliminate people, right? That, yes, eliminate them is saying, in my mind, eliminate them means eliminate people.
Okay, so eliminate, eradicate. To me, when we're talking about eliminate, eradicate, level the place, you have to add you're adding that caveat of, well, of course, get the innocents out first. That's not what they're doing when they sit on TV. When these politicians and these correspondents and these pundits sit on TV, they don't say, let's save the innocents, but level the place.
Yeah,
They
they don't
just
say that.
outright said it in a general way, which is why I'm taking the stance I am against this. To me, it's turned into a witch hunt because this person is not, I guess, outwardly pro-Israel enough. And I'm going to help her again by defending her because she put out this statement a month ago.
Yeah.
A month ago, she put out this statement. Let's roll the clip.
Our university rejects terrorism. That includes the barbaric atrocities perpetrated by Hamas. Our university rejects hate, hate of Jews, hate of Muslims, hate of any group of people based on their faith, their national origin, or any aspect of their identity. Our university rejects the harassment or intimidation of individuals based on their beliefs. And our university embraces a commitment to free expression. That commitment extends even to views that many of us find objectionable, even outrageous. We do not punish or sanction people for expressing such views. But that is a far cry for endorsing them.
I would argue that she covered all ground. I'm going to allow you to freely express yourself because that's your right. But what you won't do is target, intimidate, and do anything of any of those things on this campus. What more can she say?
Right?
Why can't she say, just like you said, well, it depends on the context. If they're saying level the place, but they're also adding that they don't want innocents harmed, then I would say there's nothing wrong with saying level the place.
Right.
If they're calling for the downfall of Israel, well, why not? You're saying level Gaza. You're saying eradicate. You're saying eliminate.
Right. It's the same thing.
It's the exact same thing. It's just on the opposite side. So they're taking these professors or these presidents through the ringers when it's a pot calling the kettle black. Y'all are both doing the same thing, just on opposite sides, except one side has the actual freedom to express these things.
Yeah.
And the other side doesn't.
Yeah. It's just that they don't like what they're saying and how they're saying it, right? So we live in a world of, if you don't say what I want you to say, how I want you to say it, we're going to cancel your YouTube channel. We're going to cancel you, right? We're going to take away all your means to make money until you learn to play by the rules.
Yes.
That's all it is. That's all it is. So, but it looks like as of right now, the Harvard governing body has stood behind her, and she's keeping her job for right now.
And you know what disappointed me was Carol Swain. Carol Swain is an amazing conservative female icon. She is amazing. She is smart. I learned a lot about her. She taught me the Southern strategy. I've learned a lot from her, just observing her work and observing her research. But she's another person who's on this bandwagon and this witch hunt of trying to get this woman removed from her job.
Right.
Over anti-Semitism. I don't think the right understands that they are participating in the same games that you deem stupid from the left, because when professors came out and said, actually, no, I'm going to challenge racism to a black student, you guys were up in arms and fighting for them to be able to express that. But now, no, this lady's got to quit her job. She should resign. Plagiarism, that like y'all are just throwing everything at this woman because she's not kneeling down and saying, you guys can't do this at Harvard University, and we're very much so pro-Israel. That's what it comes down to. I don't know if many people are paying attention to that, but you guys were against this when it came to right-leaning professors in schools. But now you want this woman to resign and quit her job.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I mean, the right side does it all the time with the left side, right? When they try to cancel us, like, you can't cancel us. That's so anti-American. And then they're ready to cancel people.
Canceling people.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Absolutely. Crazy.
Crazy. I was so disappointed to see her say that. I was like, wow, Carol Swain? Really?
Yeah. That is crazy.
Sad.
Because I love her. Oh, sure. Let me just see real quick what else we got here. Apex Mo with no makeup is so weird. Thanks a lot. Now, see, you're the problem. Just joking. You're the problem. See, you're the problem why women be doing too much. But thank you, Judy and Miss Kathy. Oh my god, it's weird because it's not what you're used to seeing. Oh, let's play this funny video. I haven't watched this, so this is the first time I'm about to see this video, but the title intrigued me because it said man tells woman who came to meet him for the first time to turn around and go home because she doesn't look like her IG photos.
What?
Yeah.
Is this a video?
Yeah, it's an Instagram. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh.
No, I ain't know what's the word. You might well turn back around. You don't look nothing like how you look on social media. Look, no. You know. You might well turn back around, man. I'm not even laughing right now, gang. Gang, I ain't even laughing with you. Let me see how you look on social media. This how she look on social media, y'all.
Let's see.
Really? You just put, really? Bro, this is not you, bro. Bro, this is not you. Let them see how you look. I was gonna trick on her and everything. Bro, I swear, I was gonna spend like at least $18 on you, bro. It ain't
18?
No,
18 bucks.
You in Burrs? Yeah, she in Burrs. Show these people what you look like online, though.
You told me to come natural.
Are the pictures of her online on here?
No, bro, you just can't.
Let's see. Hold
I
on.
ain't know you had all this on you. I ain't know what you got on. You might well turn back around.
Oh, that's not it. That's so. This is like a weird site that like they'll do a video and then they'll plug. Yeah, they plug their merch, right? So no, I didn't see a video of her. But that shit was funny because he said, "Dang, I was about to spend 18. I was gonna spend at least $18 on you," and she said, "You said come natural." Fellas, if you tell the girl to come natural, don't. Yeah. If you tell her to come natural.
Oh, can I please, can we talk about Milei? The Argentine, however you say it, the president.
Oh, Milei. Yeah. Javier Milei.
Can I just like punch gut conservatives real quick that decided to hop on their once again their high horse and celebrate anybody who utters a rhetoric that they agree with? Why did he just hop on board with the Paris Accord agreement?
Oh, did he? Damn.
Just saying.
I was one of those
You
conservatives.
don't believe me? Go fact check.
I was one of those conservatives. What?
Phone check, homie. Phone check. Gut punch.
I was all here for his afuera plan. I was all here for it.
Sensational.
Yeah. Soonie, why you always got to take the fun out of things? You're like,
nothing I do.
Did you hear about this
I
dude?
take the
Former
fun
NFL
out of
star
it?
Ricky Williams. Yes.
Ricky Williams takes his wife's last name to create relationship balance. Well, she is white and she looks very much so liberal, so I'm not surprised.
Simp.
Because I don't know. You know what? She white. Let's just put it that way. Cardi B is getting divorced from Offset. And Offset has been accused of sleeping with Krishan Rock via Blueface.
That is nasty.
But who knows if she actually did it?
I don't know, man. But apparently, so she came out with a video, and maybe this is it right here.
An eventful
Here it is.
day. Yeah. I don't pay mind to none of that. Like I don't care about none of that. I don't want you to put me none of that. I don't know if y'all been.
She looks like a drag queen too.
I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me from my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own followings. When it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to like, I'm not afraid. I just don't know how like to tell the world.
Girl,
But I feel
shut
like today
it
has been like a
down.
sign. Like the last time I got on live, I kind of
Mm-hmm. She's been single for a while now, she said.
I was scared to come out. No, you're not. Women don't need to be scared in this climate because number one, you're rich as hell. Okay. You're gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you probably
Yeah.
sucking and slurping on some too. Why do women like to play the victim and pretend like they not out there doing their thing? Your stuff is just on the low. You don't want to be seen as a whore.
Right.
Sleeping around as a
Right.
married woman. But if y'all think Cardi ain't getting her rocks off, shut up. Be
I'm
quiet.
sure she is. I'm sure she is. That's
You out
Cardi
there
B
sucking
after
and
all.
slurping and riding. Be quiet.
That's Cardi B after all. I mean, she's got to be doing that. But yeah, I'm just gonna say if your man left you or cheated on you with Krishan Rock, I think you're doing something wrong because what the hell? You supposed to upgrade on the cheat, okay, not downgrade.
Damn, why you had to do Krishan like that? Oh, little
She's
rock
another
rock.
one. She's another one who goes crazy with the baby hairs. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Listen, I wanted to get your reaction to this video. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the dude that city workers caught teen breaking into one of their cars. So they tied his ass up to a pole. Okay. I want you to watch this video and I want you to tell me what you think about what they did to this kid.
You shouldn't have broken my stuff, yo. I got punched in the face. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Go on, man.
Oh, it's breaking up really bad.
Guys, to the police?
Yeah.
Down the way?
Yeah.
Check her will be right here.
Get on, bro. Get on over there. Hey, crew. We got the whole tree here. You gonna break my shit, yo.
I wasn't breaking it too much. My J's, yo. You got my J's in my wallet. I wasn't in it. I was just checking it out.
I love that. He's like, I was just checking it out.
Okay. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Round of applause for the guys. Dude,
Yeah.
I thought it was funny how they were tied. The position they were tying him up in was crazy.
Well, you shouldn't be stealing people's shit. Good. Maybe he'll learn. Let me tie your little ass up. You can sit here and think about it. Because the next person ain't gonna tie his little ass up. They're gonna shoot him. You can't just be robbing people.
Yeah.
The hell? He violated someone else's rights.
I think they did a good job. And a lot of people were like commenting about how they tied him up. I thought it was kind of funny. They straight tied him up like in a ballerina pose. You know, they clearly weren't hurting him. I think they tied him in that position to make sure he wasn't about to get away because they're putting him at a disadvantage to move, basically. But they could have beat him up, you know what I mean? And who knows? We only see a portion of this video, but you know, while these men are waiting for the police to get there, they probably speaking to this young man like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you lucky you ran into us and not the wrong people.
Perfect, Miss Perfect, so fine. I would love to see your page. Why not offer him a job instead? That may be the only thing he knows. Yeah, nasty batch, and you fat. The hell? Look at you. I bet you a whole single mama too.
Oh Lord. See, why you make me do this, girl? Why you make me do this? Why you make me
hair that ain't yours? Look at all them wigs. Ew.
Oh.
Ew.
And let me ask you something. She got 20K followers She's listed as a video creator. How are you? What? So she got a YouTube channel, is what she's saying.
It's probably lifestyle stuff. How much you want to bet? My routine.
Shenanigans on TikTok.
Thirst traps. Click it real quick. You thirst trapping.
Let's see.
She knew that with this tool you would get a.
Oops. How come it's not playing?
She knew that with this tool you would get a swivel in your hips and an attitude to match. Ladies, when you was about 8 years old, your mother put you outside on the front porch and she gave you. You didn't quite understand why she insisted that you learn how to do the hula hoop. You got outside with the hula hoop rocking around your waist.
Listen to some more talk about how to ride dick.
Tell me how you go be a video creator with 81 subscribers and 2 videos.
And what you have up there is a way to snatch money. No, look at what she's live streaming. Live rain sounds.
No, what this is, Soonie, this is where she sends people for her, what is that, OnlyFans? Because you know how you gotta have some type of web page, right? This is where people see what she's all about. Because where are the 20K followers coming from exactly?
Where are they coming from? Unless you pay for them.
Yeah. Right. But look at this. This is what God done blessed her with. Here we go.
Bliss.
That's blessed.
I will never understand why women do this crap, bro. I don't get it. Oh, Lord Jesus. But she's the problem.
A completely different person from the other person.
He needs some help.
Just saw.
Maybe this is his only way of survival. His only way of survival is to steal from other people. Great. I think what they did was awesome. They could have beat the shit out of him. They could have shot his little ass. But he got tied up. Maybe he'll live to fight another day and think about why he's doing certain things that he's doing. I don't care.
Yeah.
Who is this? Somebody sent me this video. Hannah Payne.
These people are. Who's what? What is it? Oh, it feels so good to rub my eyes.
Here's a video of a part of the incident between Hannah Payne and Kenneth Herring. This video was admitted into evidence during the trial. It looks like a woman walked up and shot a man. Cold blood.
Oh, that's the Hannah Payne that somebody referenced earlier.
Yeah. Let me see. It's a very short video.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Dude, I put up.
So they admitted that into evidence?
Wait, what's the story here?
Let's see. Let's have we have a contributor coming to the show. Listen, y'all. Dang, come on, Cyrus. Cyrus is giving us breaking news about Hannah Payne. This is actually his contribution to the show.
Okay.
This guy named Kenneth something. I forgot his name. And people were trying to compare it to Trayvon Martin, right? So basically, Kenneth got in a car accident, right? And he tried to run away. He ran away from a car accident. And she tried to make a citizen's arrest, right? And some altercation happened between the two, right? And she ends up shooting and killing Kenneth, right? And so people was talking about, oh yeah, this is a George Zimmerman case, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is a Trayvon Martin case. And I'm just like, yo, like, I hate when black people do that. Like, I hate when black people compare these stories. But hey, she just got charged with murder. She just got found guilty on all charges. So she's gonna be going to jail for a while. And
here's one more.
So they found her guilty of malice murder, right? Malice murder, right? And I didn't get to watch the whole trial, so I don't know anything. But for that video, boy, that video was telling, man. Like, she reached to her purse and she grabbed the gun. You can see her reach in her purse, grab the gun, shoot him in the head, pick up the casings, and run. Like, come
Well, this is Hannah
Great.
Payne.
Great. Shout out to Cyrus. Great breakdown, Cyrus. You have a history in journalism right there.
Shout out to Cyrus. I guess this is a video of her shooting the man, and she just went to jail. And they're comparing this to Trayvon Martin. I don't think this deserves to be compared. This stands alone by itself, kind of like the situation in Alabama with that police officer stun gunning a handcuffed suspect. I don't think it deserves to be compared to anything, but I hadn't even heard about this. This is my first time even hearing about this.
Me neither.
Case. Why do you think a lot of people haven't heard of it?
I don't know. I've been kind of removed though. But I have a question though. What's her relation to the guy in the truck?
Cyrus said that she was trying to do a citizen's arrest. He caused an accident and he tried to get away from the scene.
Oh, gotcha. I'm surprised on it. And the dude that's in the truck is black?
Yes.
See, I'm surprised we haven't heard about it. To tell you the truth.
No.
Because you would think we would, unless we're just like completely out of the loop. Have we changed our algorithm, Soonie? Have we actually changed the algorithm and we're now getting different information?
Oh no, because I haven't heard of this.
That's crazy.
I haven't heard it. You want to see? You want to know how deep this Alex Jones fascination goes? You want to know how deep it goes?
Go ahead.
All right. This is my DMs with my husband, and look what he just sent me.
Oh, I can't read that. Elon Musk, Alex Jones. See, that's what I've been getting about this heated debate. And I listened to the damn thing, and it was not heated. It was a bunch of dudes in a room talking about how Alex Jones got deplatformed, and it was wrong. No. That was not a heated debate.
As an account with a large number of followers that's restored to the system, you have to reknit the thing together. So that takes several hours. So Alex's account should be working. So, I actually don't know.
Look, I get why people are excited that Alex Jones is back on Twitter because it's the right thing to do. I get it. Nobody should be kicked off of Twitter because they are revealing and exposing certain information that you don't feel should be revealed and exposed to the public. I think what's happened to him as far as Sandy Hook goes is disgusting. He's being forced to pay millions of dollars to people who won't ever get their children back because he called it a hoax. I really don't agree with that. What happened to freedom of expression in this country? Now people can sue you if they don't like your expression, and it has to do with a tragic event that you experienced. Rest in peace to those kids and that family. But to be doing all this, I get the excitement of Alex Jones being back on the internet because he is the most banned person out there. He is. But I think people are going too far with the fangirling. I do.
With the what?
I didn't listen to it. The fangirling.
Oh,
it's like losing their mind. Alex Jones is back. What? Unless he comes back talking about the atrazine and them turning the frogs gay. Okay, we've been watching Alex Jones on unban.com for years. That's where I go watch his stuff. Now he's just back on a mainstream platform. Okay, let's do something with it. Jeez.
Well, I did listen to it. And here's the thing about it for those of you guys that are super excited that he's back and you're like, yeah, it's about to get real. on that whole Twitter episode, which you can go onto Elon Musk's Twitter, and I think it's still up there for rewatch. Alex Jones said he's going to censor himself. He's going to censor himself because, the man is bankrupt. He had to file for bankruptcy because of the Sandy Hook thing. Okay. So you have to understand he is now in a situation, which is exactly the situation they wanted him in. And that's my opinion. The only reason why he has his platform back is because he has agreed to tone it down. And he needs to make money. Yeah. He needs to make money. And he said, I'm going to be careful about what I say and how I say it. And he said, even now, there's a lot of times like I'll be like the night before preparing for something and I'm like, oh, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. He's like, I'll tell my team, have this ready. And then he'll get there and he says, and I completely changed the show because I think about it. And I'm like, nope, don't want to deal with the backlash. They broke him down.
They done broke them. Shout out to Alex Jones. I'm glad he's back. For all of us young truthers who are grown with family members now, we all came up on Alex. This is nostalgic. I'm going to be looking forward to the tweets and the episodes, but Alex Jones ain't went nowhere for the people who have been continuing to follow him for years. He ain't went nowhere. Right. He just hasn't been on mainstream internet. And, it's boring without the agitators out there. So I hope he makes some stuff shake. I really do. And if he plays it safe, then he just came back to the internet for no reason. You should have just stayed gone.
Yeah.
Stay gone. Get you back on the internet.
Apparently, Tucker Carlson had something to do with Elon Musk banning him. So apparently Tucker reached out to Elon to and I sense there's some type of coup happening here. Okay, because there was a lot of people on that live. I think there's a coup happening here because first Alex did the Tucker Carlson interview, and then all of a sudden Elon unblocks him, and then in the background here you have rumors of Tucker being President Trump's running mate for VP. Which
I will check out of life if Tucker Carlson is a VP. I'm sorry.
And supposedly also Tucker is going to be creating very soon here his own paid platform. So there's a lot of wheels turning in regards to Tucker Carlson, and all of a sudden who he himself was a canceled from Fox man, right? All of a sudden he has all this influence.
You want to know what has all of a sudden popped back up into the ether with conservatives? You want to know? America First. Did you hear that our amazing Speaker of the House says, no, we will not be sending billions to Ukraine, but we will be sending billions to Israel. And, the right is rejoicing as always, celebrating the breadcrumbs. Look at this clip, bro.
Thank you all for being here. Just had a good meeting with President Zelensky. I reiterated to him that we stand with him and against Putin's brutal invasion. The American people stand for freedom, and they're on the right side of this fight. I have asked the White House since the day that I was handed the gavel as Speaker for clarity. We need a clear articulation of the strategy to allow Ukraine to win. And thus far, their responses have been insufficient. They have not provided us the clarity and the detail that we requested over and over.
But we ain't got clarity and detail from the other country.
Since literally 24 hours after I was handed the gavel as Speaker of the House. And so what the Biden administration seems to be asking for is billions of additional dollars with no appropriate oversight, no clear strategy to win, and none of the
ask Habibi what he's doing with the money.
Answers that right are owed. I have also made very clear from day one that our first condition on any national security supplemental spending package is about our own national security first. The border is an absolute catastrophe. And this is because of the policies of this White House and this administration. We had 12,000 illegal crossings on one day last week alone, on Wednesday. We have almost now 280 known terrorists that have been apprehended at the border. None of this counts the gotaways. If you add the numbers up, it's almost 7 million people who have been encountered at the border just since President Biden took office, and at least 2 million gotaways. This is twice the population of my state of Louisiana.
Deflect.
Oh,
You guys want to keep watching it? You want to keep watching? Listen, did we not ask for them to focus? Did we not ask for them to focus on the border when they sent 14.3 billion of our dollars to another country to fund a war that has nothing to do with us? We asked for that, right? Pay attention, y'all. Deflect.
Fentanyl is the leading cause of death for Americans age 18 to 49.
Now fentanyl.
Fentanyl poisoning, because it's allowed over the border. We have human trafficking and all the other.
Human trafficking is back.
Last 3 months, October, November, December alone, we've had more illegal crossings at the border than in any entire year during the Obama administration.
Bring up hungry kids.
Feel it acutely. They see all the terrible societal ills that come from this, and it must be addressed. So I've made this very clear, again, from the very beginning, when I was handed the gavel. We needed clarity on what we're doing in Ukraine and how we'll have proper oversight of the spending of precious taxpayer dollars of the American citizens.
You don't give a shit about precious tax-paying dollars. You want to know how much we've given to the state of Israel since World War II? $260 billion.
Yep.
What have they done with our precious tax-paying dollars? Where is it? Y'all want transparency and we need to know what's going on. No, we need to know what's going on with the money that y'all just sent over there in droves and been doing so every year, annually. And you know, why do we let them do this?
Listen, this is what we need to be concerned about, not know what HBCUs doing with their funds, okay?
But the world, $260 billion. What have you done?
It's in a
Where's
contract,
the transparency?
too. That's what's crazy about it, is it's in a contract that we give them that money, and ain't nobody asked no questions. Nobody asked for no accounting. It's crazy. Man.
Well, we don't want to know. I'm putting 260 billion. Where the money at, Joe? Where the money at? What y'all doing with 260 billion? Where's the transparency? Y'all been fighting this war for how long? You got 260 billion out of the United States of America, and we got to keep paying y'all annually?
Yeah.
For what? What are you doing?
You know what I would love Trump to say, or any of the candidates that are trying to run for president to say? That my first day in office, I'm going to send a 30, 60, whatever day notice to everybody we don't give money for, and you got 60 days to turn in a full accounting to me of every red fucking cent we have given you.
I want to know.
If I hear somebody say that, and then I'm gonna be like, and P.S. Congress, get your shit in order, because I'm coming for you next. All these animals with blowholes, save the fishes of the lakes and the whatever. I'm coming for your shit next, because we gave you money for your programs, and I want to know where the money went and what has come of it. If I heard that from somebody's mouth, you'd get my vote. You get
where the
my
money
vote.
at?
That's right.
I saw that clip. I said, watch every conservative and their mama. See, he's America first, guys. That's not America first. That's America last. And that's me saying, I know I put y'all last. I know I did nothing about the border, and we sent 14.3 billion. We've been focusing on this conflict for months, but now we're going to get to y'all, America. Now let's talk about this border. After millions of illegals have spilt into this country, okay? Millions. And still coming in. Now you got these goddamn Africans coming into this country, being spread all over the fucking place. Now you want to get back to the border?
Yeah.
It's a little too late. They gone.
Very true statement. America is blessed because we bless Israel, God's chosen people.
That clip pissed me off, bro. You got all these fools sharing it. America first. Oh my God.
Congress may as well be a bunch of animals with blowholes. Oh my Lord. Dang. Casey, thank you so much for the compliment. I had makeup on earlier. I was asked to take it off. So we done told you. What is that? Oh, it's bears climbing up.
These are all the responses. All the responses, bro. Breaking. Wow. Breaking. We don't want to send any more money to Ukraine, but we want to send more money to our allies because those who bless Israel remain blessed. Breaking news.
And you're going to see a bunch of conservatives reposting it like, yeah, take our money back. Woo! They're going to do it because you know why? Because they told you that this is good news. They told you this is good news. Man. Well, that's all I got.
I'm just saying, y'all. At some point, you got to wake up and smell the coffee. And you've been manipulated. You've been run amok and you've been led astray. Yeah. You got rid of McCarthy to put in this fool. And America still ain't secure. The border is still wide open.
Stick with us. We'll wake you up. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button.
Come back on Friday. We'll be back with some more news, some more politics. We didn't get to the GOP debate, but honestly, you didn't miss much. It was more of Ramaswamy wiping the floor with these lackluster candidates. Chris Christie was simping to the max for Nikki Haley, and then he got told to walk his fat ass right across the bridge and go where he came from. That was savage.
I thought Vivek actually did great. He did great.
He did good, but he's been doing the best in all these debates. It was not, and he didn't do nothing different.
Yeah.
Except for, I thought it was dope that he wrote Nikki Haley is corrupt on the piece of paper on his notes when he was writing. He got an aerial shot of his paper.
Yeah.
Nikki Haley is a puppet of the MIC.
Dude, her facial expressions every time Vivek said something about her was hilarious because she just looked like she was in panic mode. When he was like, she can't name any of the provinces, she wants to go in there and send money to and defend. She was just like, oh shit. Like the next question is going to be, go ahead and name the province.
Yep.
And she looked like she wanted to phone a friend. Like she was like,
I didn't write this down.
She was like, damn, I knew I should have wrote some provinces on the back of my hand. Oh, that shit was so funny. Listen, I will say this. I'm Trump down till the day I die. But Trump, you better do something different because I hate to tell you this, but Vivek could be coming for you, boy. He could.
If he does not have him as his VP, Trump is smoking that good cognac.
Yeah.
He needs, what's his name? Ramaswamy as a VP.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Because it's going to eliminate him as your competition.
Yes, bro. And when you get on the stage with him, Trump, I'm sorry. Trump is going to get the floor wiped with him. His whole ass is about to be across that stage, and Ramaswamy's name is going to be written across it when he's done.
Yeah. I want to see, you want to talk about a good ratings situation?
That would be great.
Trump and Ramaswamy on the stage, boy. Woo! That would be so
trying
good.
To watch that.
No rules for Trump though. Trump don't get no rules. You don't get he can't ask no questions or whatever.
You better come up there, and foreign policy is going to be made. This is why I said this conflict is going to be the conflict that determines its election.
Yeah.
Foreign policy is going to be discussed highly in this election. So if you've been asleep, a lot of y'all are about to be lost in the sauce. And I'm actually here for it because it's going to show you who's been paying attention and who hasn't. I'm here for it.
Me too. We promise. Okay, you guys, if you guys hear of any live stream debates, whatever it is, please send them to us because we don't always hear about them. Like send them to the Somewhere in the Middle page, send them to me directly, send them to Soonie. So, because we love doing those live streams. We really enjoy them. And you guys have been messaging us that you enjoy them as well. So we want to give you guys more of that leading into the election season. We're going to start doing that. So
facts.
That'd be great. All right. Thank you guys for for watching. Subscribe, like, share.
Peace out.
Come back Friday.
Make sure you come back Friday. Okay? Where's the outro?
Bye. She rusty.
They say something so offensive, but only if you get offended. I can't offend you without your permission, and you don't even have to listen.